Audio ain't working. We good?
All right, I can hear us. What was the last? All right, well, we're gonna restart the show.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we were saying, we were talking about the Rockets. I said earlier, maybe a couple weeks ago, the Rockets would take this to at least 6 games. No one believed me, right? I'm gonna say this: they are 2 seed for a reason. They have a great coach, a lot of young players, and their vets show up when they need them to show up, and that's why I felt like it was gonna be a series.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. The Rockets surprised the hell out of me. I didn't really think that they were really gonna compete with a team like Golden State that was well seasoned.
Yeah.
But them young cats, man, they played well, man. Sengun is the real deal. Amen. Thompson is the real deal. You know, you have Van Fleet, who's experienced and had you got a chip under his belt.
Yeah.
The question mark for me is right now Jalen Green. That's a big question mark for me. I don't know.
We're gonna get to him. We're gonna get to
Yeah, he ain't showed me a whole lot, but Houston did, man. Overall, Houston is solid, man. They're gonna be a strong team for years to come.
Oh yeah, they Houston is back. I honestly think the Texas teams, my Mavericks might end up went from the first to the last.
No. Mavericks are still in it.
No, we still in it. We still in it. But I'm just saying it's the first. It's I always like it when all the Texas teams are good. I love when the Texas teams are good. It makes basketball when they're all in the playoffs together. It makes basketball for me more fun. I'm gonna say this. The Warriors showed me something, man. I thought they were gonna lose that game 7.
Huh?
I thought they were gonna lose that
You
game.
can't
7.
bet against the
what you
Warriors.
I thought they were gonna lose that Buddy Hield legacy game.
Okay.
That's why they won. I wasn't
Okay.
expecting a Buddy Hield legacy
Hey,
game.
listen, somebody got to step up.
Yeah.
Somebody has to step up. Listen, you can't bet against Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler or Draymond. These guys been there before. They know how to win games, and that's what it came down to.
If you were to tell
what it
me,
came down to.
if you were to tell me that Steph Curry would have 0 points, I think at halftime,
They were still
and
winning.
still win the game,
Come on now.
They were still up though at half.
and they
was
were
up.
still up.
Yeah.
But that's when I knew. Once I saw that, I was like, oh, they're gonna win this game.
Yeah.
There's no way Steph gonna have at least 15 at the end of this game. So
Oh no, he showed them at the end what it was about.
that's scary
Yeah,
though.
he sure did.
That's scary though because you have to remember like none of these guys are scared of the moment. Like Buddy Hield, say what you want to about him, he's not scared of the moment. And I think when you have a team full of people who are all like, "Fuck it, buddy," no, everyone trusts each other because they all know they're not scared of the moment.
Buddy said it well in his interview after the game. He said they had a meeting, and he said when he left out of that meeting, he's like, shit, he felt like Superman in a sense. He said he felt so good. He felt so like pumped up. He was ready to go. So when you having a meeting, you got Steph Curry talking to you, you got Draymond talking to you, you got Jimmy Butler. These guys has been in battle. They battle tested. You know what I'm saying? They've won at a very high level. They've won championships. So
I mean, listen.
No. If you think about it, I mean, Golden State is a well-seasoned team.
Mm-hmm.
They just kept feeding the hot hand. You know what I mean? It's like he's
simple
hot. Let's
basketball.
keep him going.
Yeah, simple basketball.
Some teams don't even they can't figure that part out.
That's
But like
trust.
Golden State is seasoned, bro. Like, all right, let's just feed the hot hands. He's got it going. That's who we featuring today.
They trust each other. But let's speak about that meeting though, because I don't know if you heard what actually happened in that meeting is that first they had a meeting with Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr was like, Game 6 lost on me. I had to prepare you guys. That's what he came out and said as their coach.
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn around, Draymond comes in and says, you know what? No, it's my fault because I didn't keep my composure. And I just even the text just in general, like him going back and forth, he's like, I haven't kept my composure as a player, actually having the lead on this team. I got to do better. What is that like in a locker room where you can have not only coaches but also leaders come up and be like, all right, look, let's forget this. This was my fault. Y'all don't worry about it. Keep doing what y'all doing. I'm gonna be better.
Well, that means a lot. When you got seasoned veterans like that, all three of those guys can hold each other accountable.
Mm-hmm.
They both Steph and Jimmy can go to Draymond. Hey, Draymond, you tripping? Like you need to stop, bro. We need you on the court rather than you getting 2 texts and getting kicked out of this game.
Yeah.
We need you on the court. Chill out. And he's going to listen to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all that shit means a lot, bro. Like that means everything when you got vets on the team that all respect each other and they can get at each other when one is messing up. And that Draymond played great.
He played amazing.
Played amazing.
You know, I seen the stat too. Like anytime Draymond played a game 7, he showed up like big time. His numbers are completely different from the regular season numbers type thing.
He had more points than James Harden in his game 7.
Oh,
we're gonna get to about that.
We gonna talk about that?
Oh yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I just want to put that. I've been looking at the stats. All day.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that.
But this is what I'm saying though. Have you guys been in locker rooms where you've had players take that type of initiative? Like, have you had players you play with or coaches you play with where they made you feel confident because they always acknowledged when they came up short as well, so you felt comfortable keeping yourself accountable?
I mean, I feel like I played for. I mean, I've had a lot of coaches who held themselves accountable. You know, when they come in after a bad loss and say, "Look, guys, it's my fault. You know, I didn't have y'all guys prepared," or whatever the case is. And then sometimes I've been that guy that's been like, "Man, nah, fuck that, coach. Nah, it's on us.
Yeah,
it's on us. Like, we play like shit. We didn't go out there and give effort. We didn't go out there and play the type of basketball we know we can play. So, you know, I like coaches who do that, but at the same time, as players, you got to look yourself in the mirror too and realize, like, look, we the ones on the court.
But you also got to understand the moment too. Like, I mean, they're prepared. I mean, they should be already prepared. It's
the playoffs.
This is a playoffs. You know what I mean? Win or go home type shit. So to me, it's like, you know, I knew Golden State was going to win because they've been here before. They're just well seasoned. I just can't bet against Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler and Steve Kerr and those guys. You know, I just can't bet against them. So I knew they were going to win this game.
And I would say this: do you think that was what was missing with the Rockets? That certain players didn't hold themselves accountable, so they let the moment be bigger than them.
Yeah, you know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
that was the lob right there. Yeah. Jalen Green, man.
Listen, man,
I'm gonna call you out because that was crazy.
Listen, young fella, dude, like, he got to understand the moment. He has to be better if you're talking about taking that step to be that guy. Mm-hmm. If you're going to take that step to be that guy, you got to go out there and prove it in those moments. But that's his first time, bro.
He's
22.
It's his first time. He's young. But, you know, them lights is a little different. And
I think it also has come to the expectations. But I mean, shit, you also second round. You're second overall picking. This your third year. You know, and they just gave you $30 million a year. And so the expectations are very high. Because even with me and Hong, our conversation before the series, and Theo was including this too, we thought this was going to be his coming out party as the number one option. He has all the offensive talent in the world.
He does.
Mm-hmm. And to speak something that Tyler Ralph, he had put in the group chat this morning, it kind of seemed like Ime, I want to say gave up on him, but kind of was like, you know what, we already know we're finna get out of him. Let's just, because like what Tyler was saying, when you have a guy like that, you know you have to get him going. He has all this offensive talent, just natural talent. He wasn't running any plays for him that last game.
Well, I think it's more so that he went with guys that he felt like can help him win, and necessarily scoring wasn't really the thing. You can get scoring from Thompson, you can get scoring from Sengun, you can get scoring from Van Vliet, who was shooting the piss out of the ball this series. Like, Van Vliet really stepped up and was scoring that ball. Mm-hmm. So you didn't really need Jalen Green scoring. And you in Game 7, you got to look back at who's playing well right now. As a coach, I'm looking at who's playing well right now. Who's going to give me my best chance to win this game, to try to move on to the second round. And I don't think Jalen Green was in that conversation. He was going with Eason. He was going guys that's going to play defense, and they can kind of put the ball in the basket too. So,
but I'm gonna have to negate that though. They needed. There were times where you needed to just go get a bucket.
No question.
And they were.
And Jalen Green wasn't it.
But Jalen Green wasn't getting that.
But that's what I'm saying. Early in the game, he got taken out 4 minutes into the game. I'm talking about early in the game. I think as a coach, you would think you would want him to run a quick play, get him to a spot, get him somewhere like just an easy, maybe a quick OTA. So I'm saying just so you can get his confidence back. We can see that his confidence is.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I understand what you're saying. I get it. But, you know, like, and you as a coach, when you're in a situation like that, man, you trying to win.
Yeah, you
like,
trying.
You ain't got time to worry about nobody's feelings or trying to see if I can get somebody going. If you ain't ready to go or game 7,
true,
closeout game, if you ain't ready to go in them first 4 minutes, I got to do the same thing. Hey, man, go get him.
And as a coach, you got to make tough decisions.
Yeah.
That's one of those tough decisions. You know, Jalen Green was pretty solid. You know, throughout the regular season. I mean, getting into the playoffs, he's not popping. He's off. He's not it. So you kind of got to just move on because we don't got time to experiment right now.
Yeah, no.
against the monster of Golden State, we don't got time. So hopefully he'll learn from this and get better from it. But the question is, should they move on from Jalen Green?
Yeah.
I won't say that.
Does Jalen Green have a spot? Like, you know how great players have a spot they get to? Do you think he has a spot? Or do you just get buckets in the flow?
I think he just get buckets in numerous ways.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really think he has a go-to move or go-to spot. Nah, I don't. Not yet. I think as time goes on, as he gets older, as he get more polished with the game, I think he would get that. You gotta understand, this kid's still young as hell, man. He's 22 years old.
22.
But too much is given, much is expected.
No
Give you
question.
$30 million,
no
bro.
question. No question. And he already got his bag, so now it's time to really work on your game. Like you did all the stuff you needed to do to get your money as far as scoring the ball and doing all these things. So you got 30 a year. Yeah. Now it's time to go get to it. Now it's time to really get in the gym and really work on your craft and really figure out how can I go to that next level, in the NBA, which his counterpart has.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cade figured it out.
Yep.
Cade figured it out.
Everyone, if you go back and look at that draft, damn near everyone around him has figured that out. Mobley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
And they're all about the same age.
They all.
Yeah.
None of them are.
Listen, I'm not making no excuses for him. Like,
And
he got to step it up. I said the lights was too big for him.
And I don't know what it is, because, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Also, it's hard being a 22-year-old rich in Houston. As a nigga who was 22 in Houston.
Nothing. He on smash right now anyway.
flow.
Huh?
He on lockdown right now anyway. What you mean? He on lockdown. He on lockdown.
The one thing that disappointed me about
Young
Jalen
fella on
Green,
lockdown.
the one thing that disappointed me about Jalen Green was that even though, like, to your point where you were saying that, they didn't run no plays for him or whatnot, shit, figure it out how to get it off the offense, get it off offensive rebound, get some steals. You can do other things that impact the game. And I felt like he just didn't do that. He let his scoring kind of dictate how he was going to play the game.
I think, because I was having this talk with Tong before the show of he's more offensively gifted than Amen Thompson as far as, like, the things he just naturally can do.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But the reason why Amen was able to score so seamlessly, even when he wasn't just hitting shots on a half court, I think he had like 8 or 9 transition points yesterday by himself. Yeah. Just off of playing defense, off of being in the right position.
That's effort.
How he can effort and just being in the right place and knowing your role and how to manipulate the game on just not I need to do this.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Amen, a dog.
Like,
amen to him. Amen to amen.
Like, he had 20 something yesterday, and it's not like he was just putting up 20 shots.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. I think that Jalen's next thing is he has to find a feel of the game outside of just going and get a bucket, because you can get buckets other ways if you're doing the other stuff right.
Yeah.
Like, if you're pressing up on defense and you get a steal, or someone else makes you get a steal, and you running the floor both ways, the ball gonna find you. And I think that's what keeping your head in the game, keeping your confidence, that's what it'll take you. Because again, like, Sengun wasn't hitting shots like that. He was balling, but his efficiency was bad, but he was still affecting the game.
Oh, no question.
He was still finding ways to, if he wasn't scoring,
rebounding,
rebounding.
making good passes.
Like,
yeah.
Even Jabari Smith wasn't just scoring everything, but he was playing, and he was getting to his spots, hitting shots that he needed to make, and still running the floor, playing transition defense.
One thing, my fault, right?
Go ahead.
One thing Jelly could have done was, if he's missing shots, go get fouled, man.
Right.
Go earn it on that line, because sometimes basketball play, we all been there. The shit ain't going in, bro.
Just ain't going
It
in.
just
Yeah,
ain't
take a
going
book out
in.
of James
So
Harden, shit.
stay aggressive. Attack the basket. He said, James, that was wild.
You act like he wasn't a free throw merchant.
Stay aggressive, right? You just stay aggressive and get to the line, because as basketball players, once we see that ball start going in, we can get out of that thing real quick. You know what I'm saying? That little slump. So I just didn't see none of that. I think the lights were just too big for him, man.
Yeah. It's not okay, but it's 22. He'll be back. He'll be back at some point. Yeah, that was my next thing. So let's talk about let's talk about this, right? Before the game before the game, Steph talked about how he wanted to keep himself to 1 turnover. which I remember he only had 1 or 2 turnovers yesterday. And I think that was the big difference for them because, Steph is erratic with the ball. We know that he tends to turn, like his kryptonite is that he does turn the ball over. He sometimes forces things. He sometimes tries to make the home run play when maybe he shouldn't. Yesterday, he did not do that. And that, I think, was in the second half specifically when we saw it, what carried them over was like, oh, they're playing efficient basketball. They're just, again, like you said, finding the high hand. They're not trying to force things. Steph was still shot hunting, but he was shot hunting still within the flow of the offense, if that makes sense.
Listen, when you got the ball in your hand, when you got to make a lot of decisions, when you got to make a lot of plays, you're going to turn that ball over. You know what I'm saying? As a point guard, you're going to turn that thing over. That's what it is. But at the same time, when you don't turn that ball over, you give yourself a better chance to win games. You give yourself a lot of possessions. And, let's be honest, like the less turnovers you got, like I just said, like you giving yourself a chance to be in every ball game. So with Steph Curry not turning the ball over, with just everybody, really, I think the whole team did a great job not turning the ball over. To be honest with you,
I think it started with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you got the team locked in like that, and y'all not turning the ball over, Charlie know this. You gonna have a chance to win the game, bro.
Because if you don't turn the ball over, you get more shots and possessions than the other team.
Get more shots, and you're not giving up more shots.
You're not giving up.
You know what I'm saying?
And with the way scoring is in the NBA now, I think that's the next pivotal thing is maybe we can't stop teams from scoring this, but what we can control is not turning the ball over and getting ourselves more shots, more opportunities to score better than them, even if we're not shooting as well.
Yeah.
You know what worries me about Golden State is their bench, bro. You're playing these guys heavy minutes, man. And I don't know how that's going to carry over to the second series with who they play.
Well, these guys, Minnesota.
Yeah.
These guys but these guys got to step up. Guys like Looney, which Looney is going to be solid. He going to do what he do. If he get the money
from the bench.
Yeah. Moody.
They got to do something. They got to figure that part out.
Yeah,
quicker.
But that's why I said if the Rockets just offensively were better, they could have easily won.
If they gotten a little bit more from Jalen Green. Yeah. You saw what they did, in Game 2. They cooked them.
If Van Vliet played how he did in Game 6 and Jalen Green could have gave you just honestly 15, 16, they had a chance to win that game. It wasn't because
it could be a different ball game.
I knew they lost in that first half because that's when you go up on the Warriors. Steph had 0 points. Draymond and fucking Buddy Hield the only one scoring. Mm-hmm. That's when you got to go up. Because them other two gonna turn up in the second half.
I mean, if Draymond is scoring, you
might be in trouble too.
You in trouble.
But I'd rather that than Steph Curry scoring.
Yeah, but
because that's a guarantee.
But
that's a guaranteed 20.
At some point that's coming.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta. That's when you see Steph over 5. All right, bro, we gotta go on a run right now.
We still down 13.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's a wrap.
That's the part that's unacceptable. It's like, bro, like. Jimmy, it's not like also Jimmy was doing that well either in the first half.
No, neither one of them.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
both teams looked tired the first half.
Yeah,
it seemed like
they was in a dogfight the game before.
They were in a dogfight.
They've been in dogfights the past 3 games,
and they looked tired. But
yeah,
Golden State prevailed.
But last thing on the Rockets, right? So we've all acknowledged that Jalen Green is not going to be their guy, their number 1 guy. What do they need to go do in this offseason to go get better and be back in this position to go further?
I personally think, and I know he's young, but I think he holds the most value now, even though, however, his performance was, which wasn't that good.
I mean, he had his best regular season this year.
He had a great regular season, but this playoff series determined that he is not your number 1 guy.
Or really no number 2.
Or number 2.
Because Amen.
So you feel me? So I think his value is up high now, where you can get some good pieces back in return.
Who you gonna go get?
Kevin Durant.
KD.
That's KD's.
Everybody keep going to KD, but I like this one.
But that's what I'm saying.
I like this one. I like this one.
They're the favorites to get him. He said he also acknowledged. KD also acknowledged on that list the teams. The Rockets was on that list, and I think they were number 1.
Amen. Thompson, Sagoon, Van Fleet, KD. Ooh.
I like to see that. I like
that.
KD. I mean, you can't go wrong.
I think, and you can't go wrong. And I think
I like Zion.
Nah,
Me and Zion probably play the same amount of games. Bro.
I think you gotta.
I like
Zion
Zion.
can't
dog.
stay healthy, man. You can't bank on somebody that can't stay healthy, right?
I think he'd be fine, dog.
In Houston, I don't know. The food just as good in Houston as in New Orleans.
He good now. He good now with the food. He's straight.
You think he figured it out?
Yeah, he figured it out.
No,
How many? What years?
They say he lost like 20 pounds.
Yeah, you ain't see his body? Like
But
he's straight.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like again, like I said, how I said about Kawhi. We can get to that later. Once the damage is done to your knees, the damage is done. That shit don't come back.
No,
That
I
shit
feel
does
you.
not
I
come
back.
feel
That shit
you.
does
But
not
his
come
came back.
You think so?
That man was still jumping up top of the rim when he came back.
But I don't even think he's played 80 games, 75 games ever.
He's never played 65 games.
Not even 65.
Nah, he hasn't.
Did they pick up Fred's option, or did they go after someone like Ja?
Nah,
Nah.
They just.
I would, but nah, they ain't.
I think. Look,
Nah,
I
you're not
think.
bringing Ja to Houston.
I think you have something good in Van Vliet. I think he does.
second flow.
We're not bringing Ja to
Oh yeah,
Houston.
no. I said I don't think you bring Ja or Zion to Houston, bro. As a nigga who lived in Houston, I don't think that's
Houston PD gonna have their work cut out.
Hey,
Stop, man.
My
Houston,
fault.
hey.
My fault.
Houston strip club.
My bad,
I ain't gonna
my
lie, I ain't
bad.
gonna make that joke. I need to go back to that.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna leave that alone.
y'all chill on my young boys, man.
My
That's
fault.
your
My
That's
fault.
Chill
your
on my
homie.
young boys,
Oh
man.
shit! Huh, when the fuck we get that? The coming up next? That shit hard.
Yeah, we moving up. We
I ain't
we
never
making
seen that shit
progress.
before.
We making progress,
I ain't never
man.
seen that shit before.
Hey, man,
What
shout
the
out
hell?
to the people in the
I'm
back,
like,
man.
Look, I'm over here looking
Shout
at
out to the people in the back making this happen.
What the hell?
We get better, man.
It really is a shout to Rob. It was his suggestion.
Okay,
Shout
shout out
out
to my
Rob.
brother Rob. Shout out to Rob. I see
Create,
Rob.
what, shout him out. Creative by Rob.
Created by Rob.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out Rob,
shout
bro.
out.
That shit funny as hell. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I think we get KD. Not we. Tripping. I think Houston, tripping.
Yeah, you
tripping.
tripping.
He switching
You
teams.
switched
No,
up.
no,
real
no,
quick.
no.
You want to wear the jersey?
Hell no.
You want the jersey?
So I did live in Houston though. I did live in Houston.
Yeah, but you say you're a Dallas fan.
Oh,
but you
yeah.
switching
That's what I
up.
said.
Yeah.
That's why I caught myself. I said I'm tripping.
I was making
I
sure.
said I'm tripping.
I was trying to make sure.
Yeah,
You know,
no, I know.
we live now. We
I
live.
caught myself. I caught myself. You know, but
Is there anybody else they should go after other than KD?
Man, I
number
don't even know
one.
who's
I don't even know who's available,
shit,
but
everyone available for the right price.
I think Jalen Green, bro, you got to keep him moving, bro. Because in his mind, I think he thinks he's a number one.
Let me ask you this.
I tell you one thing. Cleveland gonna be making some moves, but we get on that later.
Yeah, we're gonna get on them too.
Hey, do y'all still believe in Brad at all?
Brad, who?
Brad?
Bradley Beal?
Would you swap Brad for Fred?
Bradley Beal?
Bradley Beal.
For Fred.
For Fred? Nah.
No.
No.
Fred, I think Fred has that championship pedigree, bro.
Yeah.
I do like Fred over there at the
In
PG
Phoenix?
with Devin Booker in Phoenix.
I like it more for Phoenix, but I like it
do
for
like
Houston.
that.
I like it for Houston, but I think Brad can still do work.
I don't
That's
think
a
he can.
sick light-skinned backcourt, bro.
Man, I'm telling you,
That's gonna.
I like that.
That's a
I
sick
don't-
backcourt.
I don't hate
like
it though. I don't actually hate it. I don't hate it.
I think Brad can get you buckets.
No. And
I think Brad can still hit shots, bro. Brad,
But you need a number
Brad
one.
still
He's
can
not.
hit
He's not
shots.
gonna be a number one.
I'm not a fan.
He not be a number.
But you can keep Jalen Green. Trade him for a good point guard.
He hasn't won anywhere he's been.
he hasn't, but he won't have to be. Like, he wouldn't be the main focal point.
Bro,
I would go after Brad for Van Vliet and try to trade Jalen Green and ask him for Ja. That's how I rebuild Houston.
Trade Jalen Green for Ja?
And a bunch of picks for Ja.
so you have Ja, Bradley Beal as your backcourt.
That's not good.
And what
I
you
don't
call
like
it
it.
at the three?
And 1, 2, 3 Cancun ASAP.
Yeah,
if
I don't
you do
like
that,
I don't. Okay, so look, I don't think they're a playoff team still.
I'm not
but
rolling.
I don't think they're any better. Honestly, like they think they still could be a first, second round exit.
Hey, listen, I want somebody to go get my man Steve-O. My man Steve-O was healthy this year.
No, I think the
Steve-O
Rockets
was
got to
a
keep him,
problem.
bro.
They probably want to, but if I'm Steve-O, I'm trying to get him out of there.
So I think
Y'all building. Y'all
they got
rebuilding.
to.
I'm
Get
trying
rid
to
of who?
win Steven Adams. Not get rid of him. If I'm him, I'm trying to get him out of
like
there.
him.
Man, listen.
He created a
why
lot
we
of
get- You know
You know
problems
who could
for
have
Golden
used him was
State.
the Lakers.
The Warriors.
Ooh.
The Lakers could have used him.
It's. I mean,
Lakers
shit.
and Warriors could have used
Lakers,
him.
Warriors. Yeah. This is my thing though.
He's super solid.
If you trying to go get a number one option, especially let's say if you gotta get KD, why would you want to leave? You've played with KD before.
Oh, you talking about Steve-O?
Yeah.
Oh, you go get somebody like that? Yeah, you got a chance.
They
Now
should-
you got a chance.
They're-
You got a chance now.
To me, there's no way they keep this roster the same because you've seen it.
can't.
You seen how close you are.
No, they're gonna make a change.
You seen how close
You
you
know
are.
what's crazy? They're the number 2 seed.
That's what I'm saying.
By 3 games, bro. Like the 3 to 8 seed was 3 games.
That's a fact.
Let's put it in perspective.
They got to put that in perspective.
But they
He's
ended
right.
the season strong, though. That's
He's
the
right.
reason why they got there.
They're
They
still
ended the
number
season
2. I don't
strong.
care what he talking about.
In the West.
Yeah,
It's still the West.
Too,
They're still
It's still the West.
They are number 2 in the West. You put them in the East, they
They still number 2.
They're number 2.
You saying 3 games is a difference? They still
Nigga,
number 2.
that's still 3 games.
You still got to give them their credit. Them young boys that still be number 2. Come on, bro. You got to give them their credit.
That's a good, bro. That's
Yeah, you got to give them that credit.
you got
It's
to.
really
Yeah.
1 game, but 3 games from 2 to 8.
Oh, now
From
he
2 to
going
8
1
is 3
game.
games, guys. It's 3 games from 2 to 8.
But you can't compare the East and the West. I mean, the West is a
But
lot
let's not act
stronger.
like they were a dominant 2 seed. They got the 2 seed, but it's not like they
If they're in the East, they're dominant.
Yeah.
Are they?
You talking
I mean,
about
they're
them?
not in the
You
East.
talking about
We
them
know
like they're
that.
Utah or something, bro?
No, I just said it's not like they're that good. They're a good team, but it's not like they were a 2 seed. Like the Celtics were the 2 seed in the East. They're clear cut, like Celtics and the Cavs. The 2 seed in the West is not a clear cut favorite. How they a legit
The Boston Celtics is a clear cut number 1 seed.
I'm saying, how they clear cut?
But yeah,
But they were the 2
In
though.
the East.
But they
but they were the number 2 seed.
I'm not gonna put respect on them as a 2 seed if every single one of y'all picked the Warriors to win.
It's because of matchups. And playoffs is about matchups.
It's
Playoffs is
because-
about matchups.
Anyways, continue on.
And Golden State and Houston was a bad matchup.
Whatever you said. Actually, it was a good matchup.
Well, it turned out to be a good matchup. They did.
You can't talk to Han, man.
Man. Let's get to the next series. Let's get to
The next series is it.
huh? You said what? Yeah, okay, my bad. Wolves and Warriors, man.
Ooh.
I got the Timberwolves.
Hey, I got the Timberwolves as well. I got Timberwolves.
Yeah, I do too.
If Houston Rockets can take you to 7, no disrespect to them.
That
I mean,
man
they are
right
a solid team.
So
but
they would have beat Houston in 5.
That man
they
right
would
there,
have destroyed Houston.
It would be
in
Houston in
5.
5.
this man right here, to the right, is an issue.
Yeah, he's in
To
the
the right, you pointed at Jimmy.
No, I ain't pointing at Jimmy.
I fuck with you.
Jimmy a problem too.
Yeah, Jimmy's a
But I'm
problem.
talking about that young boy over there. That young boy is a problem.
Wolves and what?
Wolves in 5.
Damn.
Golden State to get 1 game.
Wolves in 6. Wolves in 6. Because I'm going to go back to it. Golden State's bench is suspect.
Golden State tired.
Golden State's tired.
to
Their
that too.
bench is
We gonna get to that
suspect.
too.
You can't just keep playing these guys 35, 40 minutes every fucking game because
You
they
know
are
what,
going
though?
We talking about
You know
anything
what,
like that in
though?
the Knicks.
You know what though? I'm tripping.
They don't get
Listen,
worn,
though,
worn
I'm
out.
tripping. I'm disrespecting. I'm disrespecting Steph Curry.
No, we're not disrespecting them. We're not disrespecting.
They might go 7.
I gave them 2 games.
They might go 7.
I gave him 6. Yes, I gave him 6.
They might go 7.
I don't think they go 7.
No, I can't disrespect them. And if it goes 7,
I'm not
they
disrespecting
go
them.
7. You
I
can't
think
count. You can't.
I
count
think giving
Golden
6
State
is
out.
very appropriate.
You know, there's a storyline where Anthony Edwards was saying when he worked out with Golden State, they told him he didn't work hard or something like that. So you don't think he gonna use that as a chip on the shoulder? And
They said he didn't work hard.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
'Cause I ain't never heard that about him.
No, I got a mic now. The story is that he didn't.
Oh, you finally got a mic?
yeah, come on.
The story is that he didn't work hard enough, and Steve Kerr pulled him aside and be like, "Yo, listen, if you want to be great, if you want to be number 1 pick, you're gonna have to work harder."
I do
He
actually
took-
remember
he
that. I
took
do
that to
remember that
heart.
story.
And they said we
Actually,
ain't gonna pick you. If we were the number 1 pick, we won't even pick you. That's what Golden State said.
I bet you they regret that there.
They gonna and you
Well,
thought he forgot
they
about
got
that?
Wiseman,
No, he
right?
ain't forgot about it. That's in his
Instead.
head right
This
now.
little young Thundercat over here forgot about it.
They end up getting Wiseman instead.
Ooh, man.
Damn, is he even still in the league?
Nope.
Nah, he still is. Yeah, he was with,
ACL or something.
he's toward ACL. He was with
Achilles.
Detroit. He was with Detroit, so yeah, he might be done now.
He
But
tore his Achilles. He was in Indiana.
Indiana, yeah.
So you saying that
And
he's
they-
what? He's still young. Man.
He hadn't been bad. The thing is,
20-something.
he was because he was in Detroit the year before. He wasn't bad with Detroit. It's just that during had Durant, he ended up coming out.
He was better.
Yeah, better. Yeah, it's double machine. So yeah, it's just tough. But yeah, I got them in 6. Why? Like, what do you think Timberwolves are going to do that's going to make things difficult for the Warriors?
I got one.
Defend. I mean, they all defend at a very high level, and then on top of that, what I've seen from Minnesota is what they do a good job at, what they did a good job with versus the Lakers. They find a mismatch, and they're going to exploit it. Whether they getting Julius Randle with that ball being a playmaker or Ant-Man being a playmaker, they're getting downhill. They're attacking whoever your weak link is. And let's be honest, even though I got to give my boy some credit, hey, Steph been playing some defense.
Oh yeah,
Steph been trying.
He not a cone. He puts four.
But they're gonna go.
They're
gonna go at him. Oh, they're gonna go at him. Yeah,
still the weak link.
He's gonna play some
You
defense.
think he's the weakest link? They're gonna pick on him.
Yeah.
They still a weak link. Yeah. I mean, but it's fine because you have niggas like Jimmy Butler and Draymond who clean that shit up.
You know who I feel like is gonna be the difference maker, and you guys are not. This is not the popular vote.
Rudy.
Rudy fucking
So look,
Gobert.
let's do it.
Really
Let's talk about our
is,
X factors.
think
Let's
he
talk about our
is.
X factors.
He is.
Man, guys, do you guys actually? I think the Rockets pose different problems. I think the Wolves will get up and down with the Warriors. Like it's just a different series. Y'all don't think the Warriors will make it hard for the Wolves?
6 games.
I'm just saying.
Minnesota in
I'm saying
6.
it's a different series. That's all I'm saying. Like
Oh, yeah.
the Rockets beat them up on the inside, and I don't think the Wolves have that type of player like St. Louis. That's all I'm saying.
You don't think the Wolves could beat them in the
They got
inside?
Nas.
They can, but it's not the same type of player. Like where he's just gonna back you down in footwork. Like,
Julius Randle can do that.
it's not really his game though.
He can.
I might disagree.
I was
with
like,
you,
I don't know.
Yeah, Julius.
You
I
got
think-
Julius
think
Randle.
Julius
You got
physical.
Nas Reed and Rudy Gobert.
Julius.
They're gonna
physical.
post.
Hey,
They're gonna be a problem.
They gonna
Nas
have
Reed
to
plays
play
on the
Looney
perimeter.
more. I'm gonna say this.
Nas Reed plays on the perimeter.
The
If Julius is backing you down for 15 seconds, I think that's what you want as the Warriors.
He can pass out of that too.
If you don't have them moving the ball and what makes them good, like I'm cool with that as the Warriors. Like let's actually talk about the matchups.
What gave the Warriors a problem
Is that-
was
is
Steven Adams and
Sengun,
Sengun
yes.
on the court at the same time.
But let me put this out there: Steven Adams
Shit.
is not Rudy Gobert in terms of touch offensively. And Ray can speak on this. Steven
right.
can finish around the rim pretty
But-
well. Steven's very efficient around the rim.
Offensively,
Yeah, he can.
No,
He
no,
can't finish. He
can.
didn't. He don't do it because that don't never be his
But
role.
if you get
But he actually
Steven
can though.
Yeah.
around 10 feet, Steven's money.
No, he actually can score that ball.
He can hook. He can hook you. To
He
death.
actually got some work done.
Yeah, he can hook you to death.
His whole career, he's always been a guy.
Talking about
that just-
Steven Adams?
Yeah, dog. I'm talking
He
about.
can hook you to death.
I've
He's
seen
better
that man. I've seen
offensively
that
than
man.
Rudy?
I've seen that man in practice.
Rudy's one of the. Come on, Rudy's.
Like,
Hey,
I've
give me
seen
my
his
flowers,
offensive
Charlie.
Liability.
Nah, he's a lob guy. Rudy's a lob guy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Rudy. I mean,
Off
you
the rebound, get the rebound, boom, dunk.
Yeah.
But
If
off
Rudy
the-
played the way he did that last game versus the Lakers,
Come on now.
it's over with.
But we've also
He
seen
play like
Rudy
that.
I
off the
think that has
ball.
his confidence going up too.
Yeah, if he plays like that, it could be a problem for Golden State.
But remember, in Game 4, off of rebounds and lobs, he was fumbling the ball quite a bit. So
no question.
He
Like,
still had 28 and
no,
24.
that's Game 5. But I said there's also Game 4, Rudy, who fumbled the ball every single time he got the ball in the paint. But
You're only,
Steven
you're only
Adams
as good
has
as your
mitts.
last game, huh?
Steven Adams has mitts.
So, like I said, if he played the way he did that last game versus the Lakers, it could be a bad series for Golden State.
Because I think other teams, they watch film too now, and they saw what gave them problems.
Yeah.
You put two bigs out there,
I'm gonna say
that can
this,
create
though.
a problem.
And Jaden McDaniels is like that on the defensive end, too.
He's like that.
So
is like
Rudy's your X factor, right?
I think so.
Who's your X factor for this series? We're gonna do one for both teams. But
Oh,
we're
so
gonna,
you
we're
asked
gonna,
me,
we're gonna start with
who's my
Timberwolves.
X factor for
Yeah,
Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Role player.
Only don't say
Yeah, don't
it.
pick Ant-Man.
or
So Jaden McDaniels then.
okay.
Yeah, McDaniels.
I can respect that.
I can respect that.
Yeah, if
Mines?
he hitting shots and defending like at a high level, because you're gonna need somebody to contain Jimmy. Jimmy gonna do what he do. You know what I'm saying? So you let Jimmy go off, Jimmy gonna go beat you by himself. I'm telling you that now.
I think who's gonna have a bigger role this series than probably even the last one is probably DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo.
I think he
Why
could-
so? Why is that?
Yeah, tell me.
I think you want to throw a lot of different things at Steph. Kind of like what the Rockets did. You want to have a guy who can low key chase him around the way they had Amen did starting the game off. And if you have to go small, I think DiVincenzo is the guy because let the Warriors have to go small if they force the Timberwolves to play their way. DiVincenzo is the guy I think can still exploit that.
Their lineup's going to be like DiVincenzo, Anthony Edwards, Jalen McDaniels, Julius, and Nas Reed. That's going to be their 30 minutes
That's what
a
I'm
game.
saying. So I think he can be the guy where it's like, okay, I'm not saying offensively he don't really need to do much offensively. I'm talking about defensively because if you remember the press conference where Ant was giving DiVincenzo praise for being able to read coverages that he couldn't read and yelling them out to him. I think that's the type of guy that where you have experience on the Warriors side that can kind of neutralize that if he can see things that your star can't even see.
I think if Minnesota adapts to Golden State's like the way they play, like go small,
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be a long series. I think it'll be 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But if Minnesota plays their style and we see the recipe, what works is you play two bigs. You got to play the two bigs. That can create some disruption.
As long as Rudy isn't playing himself off the floor. Yeah.
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 They got it. I mean, Minnesota. I got Minnesota, man, in 6 though, man.
So if let's say this in the perfect, well, not a perfect world because it's not my perfect world. Hong's perfect world probably. If the Warriors were to win, who would be there at your X factor?
Their bench. Give me anybody on the bench. Got to give me something.
I think it got to be Moody.
Got to give me
Moody
something.
gotta give me
Somebody on the
something.
bench. Give me
Because
something.
Moody's very capable. Moody's very capable.
But he's very capable. But pick somebody.
You need.
You know who mine
and
is?
You need.
Who?
Minka.
He got to fucking play. They got to let him play.
They got to play him this series. There's no way.
This is a good series for him, though.
Yeah,
This is a good
better
series.
matchup.
Great series for him.
It's
Oh,
a
I
better
said that.
matchup.
You all right?
I like that.
Ray,
Who's
you
it?
all right,
That's a
Ray?
great. Yeah, that's a great pick. I wouldn't even
That
think
was
about
good,
that.
Ray. That was good.
Yo,
man. That was good. Kaminga is the guy.
Yo,
was
who's a
good.
bigger dog, Anthony Edwards or Jimmy Butler? Who y'all picking in the back alley fight?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna say is the bigger
Right now, I'm going with Young Boy.
Young boy.
right
Young
now.
Thundercat right now.
He smell
yeah.
blood. He smell
I'm
blood.
going with Young Boy.
But all time-
right now, him. Right
All
now.
time is Jimmy though, because
Now
Jimmy.
Jimmy,
Jimmy
the
different
same
resume.
age as him. Ooh wee.
Yeah.
That's,
Jimmy just even 3 years
that's
ago.
two dogs in
You
the
gotta
cage.
remember.
I don't know who gonna come out with that one.
Anthony Edwards, and you always say this. He took out KD last year.
Yeah,
Took out LeBron and Luka this year.
he looking for Steph and
He
Jimmy
looking
next.
for Steph and Jimmy next.
Like I said, he smell blood.
Yeah, but
So he
smell
smells
blood.
blood.
but none of those teams had a Jimmy Butler on that, like a dog. The
We
Phoenix
saw
Suns
Jimmy
didn't have
Butler
that?
I don't
almost got
know,
cooked.
bro.
I mean, Amen Thompson and them
KD
boys
can be a
almost took him
dog.
out.
KD can be a dog.
Yeah, Eamon literally took him out under his legs for show.
This nigga funny.
For sure.
Funny as
For
fuck.
sure, though.
For show?
For shit show.
Where's your accent coming from?
Canada? Shout out to the Canada.
Tell me you're
all the
cheesing,
Canadians
fam.
watching.
For sure.
Nigga say he cheesing.
Hey?
Eh. real team. What that nigga Drake be saying? Well, Canada, they finna fuck me up. But nah.
That show is.
College.
That might be on your ass.
But nah, I got Ant. Since the Clippers out, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. They might be going to the finals.
Clippers is
Timberwolves might be going to the finals, bro.
Yeah, that's my next team.
I ain't gonna lie, Timberwolves.
That's the next
like
team
like
in
with the
line.
Clippers not being in this shit no more.
That's the next team in line.
I think they match up good with both teams who's left.
Who
after
you
that.
say?
The Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
They match up good with both teams who are still left on the other side.
No, listen. Timberwolves definitely got a very high chance. But let me tell you something. Like I told you, I'm still rocking with OKC all day. But listen though, want y'all hear me out though.
You still on the
say-
payroll,
you still on
Ray.
that.
I get it. I
Listen
get it.
though, listen.
I get it. You still on the payroll.
Listen.
This guy
But
say
this
OKC.
series scares me though. This series scares me with Jokic.
I mean, this is
with Jokic and them, and the way Russ going back
Russ is going back.
to OKC, and
Also, this scares you.
they-
Oh, wait a
and-
minute.
and listen,
So you did you?
Aaron Gordon
I'm
playing
hearing
at a high
doubt. I'm
level.
hearing doubt.
Hey, this is by my first time that I've had some doubt, but this series scares me, bro.
bro.
Hearing some doubt in your voice.
We gon'
Dang.
we gonna hold that. We gonna table that. I'm gonna keep that.
All right,
we got
I'm
one more topic on this. on
Hold
this
my
series.
hold my energy on that
That's
one.
the, that's the
hold
next
your
series.
energy
So I
on
do
that
want to talk about that. I do want to talk about that. But really quick, let's rank the best players in this series
Oh,
for Wolves and Warriors. Let's start.
Wolves, Ant-Man.
No, I'm talking about
all
Oh,
together.
the series.
who's the best player in the
Top
series.
eight. Top 8 players.
Top 8. Number 1. Who we got?
Ant-Man.
Oh, wait. You see how I looked at you?
I mean, hold on.
Do that stuff.
that's not a
Hold on, we're not
that's
talking
not
about-
a
we're not talking about
bad
all
that's
time.
not a
We
bad.
just talking about for the series
Right now.
We're not talking about resume.
Fuck, forget a resume. I'm still not going to get Steph Curry.
Okay, that's fine.
Steph Curry, my number one. And you say Ant-Man yours.
I'm gonna go with Ant-Man.
All right, what's yours?
Yeah, I gotta think about this one.
I think. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
That's
Ant.
tough.
Fuck.
Dang, they both went Ant. I'm going Steph. I'm still rocking with Steph.
Steph number 2 for sure.
Ant 2 though.
It's really a 1A, 1B.
All right, question for y'all.
Ant 2, Jimmy 3.
Question for y'all: if y'all put Steph on the Wolves, are they your favorite to win the championship?
No, because they don't play the same way. They have to run a Warrior style offense for it to make the best sense.
That's fair. I'm just asking.
I think it was a great question. But you can do if you put Ant on the Warriors with Jimmy.
Yeah.
With Jimmy and Draymond.
You still got the same problem. Golden State still the same. They don't got no bench, bro.
That's true.
That's gonna be their Achilles heel right
So
there.
Steph has to be the best player.
He has to. That don't mean he is or will.
He is though. He is.
Has Steph been playing like
That's top 10.
great basketball
I mean,
right
up
now?
until-
Right
up
now,
un-
is
up
he playing
until
good
the last
basketball?
Yes.
Game. Yeah,
Yes.
he was playing really fucking
Steph was
well.
playing
Well
great.
basketball. Okay.
Yeah.
Cause
So you
thing
know,
is-
playoffs, he's getting double teamed. They not giving him no.
Ooh, shit, I mean,
They not giving him no shots. Lights got a little brighter. Okay,
Jalen Green. No.
yeah, a little brighter. Okay.
Lights a little bright.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna still say Ant, man, bro. I think this year, like, so he's had a coming out party, right? Before. I think this is his actual coming out party as far as like, oh, you top 5 in the league coming out party.
Who, Steph or Ant?
And if he's the best player in this series against the Warriors, is he not a top 5 player? How can he not be?
Steph top 10 right now still.
Oh yeah, Step might be numbers like top 7 right now still.
Top 5 in the league.
If he beats LeBron and Luka and then goes and beats Steph and Jimmy and Draymond definitively, how if he beats them in 6, how is he not like?
He's in the conversation. Right?
He ain't no lower than 6.
He's in the conversation.
He's in the conversation. He's top 10 for sure.
He ain't no lower than 6.
Damn, you're not rolling with him. That's what I'm hearing.
No. I'm rolling with young fella. I really rock with young fella. I told you that. I rock with him heavy.
Hey,
I do. But
so
Anytime you say something, say but, other things, whatever you
It's
said
negated.
before that doesn't matter.
don't matter.
negated.
Okay,
It
then,
don't matter.
It don't matter. I ain't putting him in front of Steph Curry.
hey, that's what. No, again,
I'm not
I
putting
you saw
him in front
how I
of Steph.
think about that shit.
Yeah, I'm not putting him in
I'm
front
not
of
talking
Steph.
about all time. I'm just thinking like, but right now,
I'm talking about right now.
I don't want to fucking see Ant. I don't want to fucking see Ant right now.
Yeah, give us your guys top five first.
Top
in the
5
league,
what?
in the league.
Overall,
5 in the league. Yeah, let's hear your top 5 and then let's round it out.
Jokic,
Jokic, Shea,
SGA,
Yeah, definitive top 2.
Giannis,
Yeah,
Giannis.
LeBron. At 40 years old, he's still averaging 27, 25.
he averaged
LeBron,
24 this year.
LeBron is definitely in the top 5.
He averaged 24 this year.
Wherever he averaged, he's 40. Holy shit.
Yeah, where's JT?
That's what I'm
Tatum.
saying.
Tatum.
Kurt with JT,
Tatum
that's
my
a
top
good
5.
one.
I'm taking LeBron out.
And then-
Ant.
I'm taking, yeah. I'll take
I'm not taking
LeBron
Brown.
had his
I'm not
worst
taking
season since
Brown
his
out
rookie
till he
year.
leave.
LeBron had his worst season
So-
since his rookie year
so-
this past
So
year.
where y'all-
LeBron been balling, bro. To be 40.
No, he's
talking
been
about my
balling.
goat. You
He's
talking about my
balling,
goat.
bro.
But LeBron
But over, you'll take. So you think if you swap LeBron and Anthony Edwards,
From Minnesota?
yeah, they'll have the same type of year.
With more, he got more players. If LeBron had
The same players,
if
same
Ro-
players.
If LeBron had Rudy Gobert and fucking Julius Randle on that Lakers team, yes, they win that series.
Yo, so
they
y'all,
win
y'all,
that series. Y'all know this.
so
they
where did-
missing the big man.
so where do y'all have healthy Embiid? He was top 5 when he's healthy.
who am I taking out?
Like
He might be numbers.
y'all don't have that Embiid top 5 if he's healthy.
We talking about right
We
now
have-
though. I'm not talking about.
Healthy and
When he's healthy,
is
though.
scary, bro.
Healthy Embiid is scary.
He wasn't
but
healthy last
it don't-
year.
It don't win games though. It don't win championships. A healthy Kawhi's top 5. What are we talking about? I'm changing.
we gonna
I'm
argue
about to
about
change
that.
my
We
list
gonna argue
again.
about that.
I'm finna change my list again.
We
You
finna
was
argue
Healthy.
about that.
He was healthy this
He was
series.
healthy.
Look.
We finna argue about
You
that,
see how that man was balling though?
nigga. Okay, how
Was
much
it enough?
Shit. Well, he can't do. You gotta have some help.
So he ain't getting no help,
bro?
That's what I'm hearing.
Bro, their team
That's what you
is
saw.
their team is good though. Their team is good.
Who team?
The Clippers. I already said my top 5. My top 5 was the same thing. I'm just taking LeBron and
And
yeah. I'm just switching. Hold on. I have to sneeze. Switching LeBron and Ant.
Hold up, bro.
well, you
We missing too many people in this top 5, dog. You ain't.
Who you taking out Kawhi for?
Steph ain't even in there. I ain't say Steph.
You just said he was top 10. That was you.
I did say he top 10.
So you said he not top 5. That's
Where's,
what you said.
where's KD at?
That's what I'm saying.
Where's AD at?
AD's not top 5 right now.
I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
But it's top 5. We can't like this is an honorable mentions participation award. We talking about right now. Jokic, SGA, Giannis.
Those are definitive three.
The 3 solidified. There's
Stamp.
2 spots left. And whoop the shit out of half people we talking about right now.
Tatum.
How is he? And Tatum.
Tatum
just won a
stamp.
championship.
Tatum stamp too.
So what are we talking about? Them niggas gonna be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. And that's cool. They top 10.
Yeah, if we
I
talk,
wanna put Steph
if we
in
talking about today, you want to put Steph in top 5?
No.
It's hard to not put
He
Steph.
like
in.
I say he like number 7.
It's hard to put Steph. I guess it's because of age. So all right, you're right.
It's not even. I mean,
It was that
Is
because them
Anthony
niggas in
Edwards-
their primes. Some of them niggas.
Yeah, I
some
know,
of them
they're
niggas
prime,
is, some of
but
them
we're
niggas
not
is up out of
talking
there.
Talking about
not
the best
talking
shooter in
about
the
our
world,
career.
bro.
That's what I'm
Come
saying.
on.
That's
We
why
just-
it's hard not to put them in the top
yeah,
5.
we're not talking about like overall. I'm talking about like right now, like this instance.
You know what? They got to pass that torch. So you're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Ant-Man in that top 5.
yeah, we talking about my
Of the,
goat.
of the
I'm
face,
talking about
of the faces of the league right now. Those are your top 5 guys.
What the chat saying? What the chat saying, Hong?
They say Shea top 5. They say Curry top 10, not 5.
yeah.
Somebody asked you about your story about your Houston jersey.
It's still on this Houston jersey.
Somebody also said, bro, it's a new era. Send all them old motherfuckers home.
Damn.
Hey,
Y'all gonna do that to me?
Damn.
young
Nah,
nigga time.
You can't do that. Man.
it's
You gotta-
YN time.
You gotta appreciate the greatness that those people.
Why in
put
time?
in,
You
man.
might
Those players
you
put
might
in,
as well
man.
put John in top 5.
Oh, he number 1. He all time YN. He going first overall in the YN draft. Ant might be number 2 in that actually.
Oh, Ant definitely would have.
Oh yeah.
Ant talk that shit, don't he?
He's so fucking.
He
smooth
backs
with
it up.
Bro, have y'all seen his little documentaries he be doing? Them shit's funny. Go watch them today. Like 12 minutes speed.
For real.
That's how I was like, no, he smelled blood. He was dead ass was like, bro, if we just beat LeBron and Luka, they the best 2 closers. Why? Yeah, he said, why would we? It's basically the guy they said I couldn't beat. Why would I be scared of anyone else? Those are 2 best closers in the league.
My man's confident.
That's what I'm saying. Like he
another
smelled
level.
blood, bro. He not. I think
Bro,
he,
this dude won the series in LA and walking around the stadium.
and yelling.
No.
Y'all said Lakers in 5. Where the fuck y'all at? He was yelling that.
Man, that
Come
man.
on, he's on He's on
That's what I'm
demon
saying,
time,
bro.
bro.
The man walked inside the arena with his hat to the side, sagging. Like, it was demon time.
You know what time it is.
Demon
When
time.
you sagging and you like this, doing this joint.
Demon time.
Oh, shit is real.
And
Hey, but listen though.
Oh, and I'm
Hold on,
gonna call an early prediction.
Wait, so where y'all put
Shit
Jalen
is
Brunson
real.
at?
You like this?
Hold on.
Shit is real.
I was gonna ask you.
He's not top 5.
Hold
Y'all
on.
put Jalen Brunson in the top 10?
He's top 10 for me. But yo, where's Luka? That's the question.
Nah.
Luka was top 5 last year.
Y'all
Luka
Oh, y'all
was
tripping.
top
He was top 5
5
last year.
Y'all
Let's
put
talk
Jalen
about it.
Brunson in the top 10?
Y'all tripping. Luka's top still 8. He's still
Jalen
top
Brunson-
7, 8.
Hey, Jalen Brunson playing on the highest stage, one of the highest stages now.
I put him.
Oh,
nine,
and remember,
nine.
hold on this.
You put him top 10?
Remember this though.
9, 10?
Nine,
Okay.
Remember this
okay,
though.
okay.
I might put him 10, 11.
He's in the top 10, so you got to see 10.
Oh, he'd be
there.
10. Okay, cool.
I'm
mad at
I'm
that.
okay with
But
that.
I'm saying this. I remember I was trying to tell y'all he's gonna win Clutch Player of the Year. And he's
Luka
the clutchest
9.
player in the NBA.
He solidified.
I tried to tell y'all that y'all was
You
tripping
right.
for it.
You right, huh? I mean, Cam.
You was right.
You right.
I've been watching him. I'm a Jalen Brunson fan. You know, he former Maverick player. I love Jalen Brunson.
Who said that? Who said that? Kurt? Was somebody in the chat said that?
Said what?
Said that Luka wasn't in. We ain't got Luka in that top 5.
Y'all just didn't say it, so I'm asking.
I wouldn't take him. Who we taking out?
I'm not taking nobody out.
I'm,
He's
no,
top
listen.
10.
I have him over. I have Ant over him, but is
Last
Luka
year,
even?
Luka was
But is
in that
Luka
top
this year
5.
top 10?
No,
It's a real combo.
yes. Top 10?
Yes.
100%.
There aren't 10, but there
That's
there
not
aren't
even.
10
I mean,
better
that's not
players.
even a
There aren't 10
question.
better players than Luka Doncic. Y'all can't look me in the face and say that.
No, I'm not gonna say that. But
But is he at the bottom of the 10 list? Because he was top
He did
4.
say that.
No,
he did
indirectly.
say that.
What?
Indirectly.
But he said it.
But he said.
Wait, what did he say?
And you know who he was talking about.
Wait, what did he say? Oh,
Okay, JJ,
When JJ said we have to
he
get in
needs to
championship shape. Championship shape.
Championship shape. It's just it's a bad look.
Look,
he ain't
look.
looking too good.
Y'all still mad at
No, fuck no. They're not
Y'all
finna
still
fire.
mad at Nico?
JJ need to get everybody that got fired need to put him on his staff.
Yes. I'm still mad at Nico, but not for the center. I've already explained this, bro. I'm not like ultrally mad at him for trading Luka. This is a report that he could have gotten 2 more picks out of that and didn't. That's what I'm mad
He
at.
could have gotten more for
You
it.
could have got like if you're gonna do it, I give the trade a C+ at best.
I wouldn't say good,
Oh, there. I don't.
but
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit of the pressure is off him.
After this, look, we'll reassess after this offseason and see what moves he makes to make the team better. Because if the team is as is right now going to next season, then no, absolutely not.
All right, well, we all know that he got to
So,
do something. He got to
let's-
go do something else.
Let's
go to
get to the
coming
next. What do you say?
Let's go to what's coming up.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
It's been there for a while now. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, Clippers, Nuggets. What the fuck happened to the Clippers, man?
Total meltdown. Hey,
All I'm gonna
But-
say is this, right?
Fucking James Harden, bro.
I'm gonna say this, right? James Harden.
Kawhi was balling. Nick Batum had a great series too.
Zubac was killing.
I'm gonna say
Zubac had a
this.
good-
I'm gonna say this though.
Jamal brought it back though.
Kawhi was good, but he wasn't dominant. He didn't.
Show my dunk from
He
Russ.
was.
Oh, he did what he had to do. Kawhi had to do. He did.
Bro,
what
but we're talking about a top, quote unquote, top 5 player in the league. Did he play
I
like a
didn't
top
say
5
he
player
was
in the league?
top 5. You put him
I'm talking
top
about
5?
Did he play like a top 5 player this series?
This series?
Did he play like a top 5 player?
Yes.
He absolutely did not.
That man killed this series, bro.
He
He
absolutely
needed
did
some
not.
help. What are you talking about? Look at his
absolutely
numbers.
What was his numbers, home?
I got you 1 sec. And we gonna talk about Russ. I got the clip and everything. So
Yeah, talk that dunk. I need to see that dunk.
Man, Russ.
Hey,
I like what Russ said. Oh, we gonna talk about it?
We gonna
then
talk
stop.
about it. We gonna talk
All
about
right,
it.
let's stop.
hold that. This
But
game
Clippers,
is
it was a total meltdown. I mean, I think they got maybe too comfortable when they got up 2-1.
I mean, Kawhi cooked. He averaged 25, 8, 5 on 53% shooting and 41.
He did his part. He did his job.
But
James Harden
I mean,
didn't
but
do
look,
his part.
Kawhi before this, bro, was averaging like 30 in the playoffs. I'm just saying he took a little. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he wasn't good. I just say I don't think he played like a top 5 player.
And what was James Harden's number?
And we gonna talk about it.
Oh, we're going to
Yeah,
talk?
no,
Okay.
no,
so
we're gonna get to
hold
that.
on.
I was once. First question: what happened to the Clippers? Like, what did you see? Like,
They
why
had a
did they-
meltdown defensively. They had a meltdown offensively. They just had a total meltdown. Just energy. Russ, look at it. Look at this right here. This is my favorite right here.
And get the tag and talk
Oh,
shit, hella
yeah.
shit afterward.
I got the clip. I'll pull it up after this.
I don't think it was more on the Clippers. It was more
Denver wanted it more?
what Denver did. And Jamal Murray was the difference maker. in that.
I said,
Russ
look,
was the
if they
difference
could have
maker.
got 85% of what he did that 40-point game, and he gave him that at least 85% every game, and that's what
They
happened.
talking that
Said,
shit.
take their ass off. Soft. He said
Soft
they
ass
soft.
shit.
Oh, motherfucker.
I be
They threw a
forgetting.
motherfucker in there.
They get a taste out of them. But I be forgetting like Russ a whole crip for real, bro.
Yeah, I'm
He's
good
not
twisted.
someone I'll be wanting to like talk shit on the court.
I mean, I'm just saying though, the people just be
don't
talking
mind.
crazy to that man.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
there
bro,
ain't
like-
nothing soft about this dude, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like these fans be getting into it, saying crazy stuff to
One
him. He
thing-
walking in the back.
One thing you gotta respect about Russ, he gonna be who he is no matter what.
No matter what.
And who he is, someone who gonna play. Like he gonna play hard.
Yeah.
He gonna talk shit, and he
Yeah.
gonna be involved in the game. No
Rightfully
matter
so.
what.
I like what he said. His shit might not be pretty. He's gonna have some turnovers. He's gonna miss some shots. He's gonna airball some shit. He's also gonna get a steal, gonna get a dunk, and he's gonna be electrified.
He gonna play some defense.
You got it. There you go. There you go, huh?
He gonna have that shit on too.
I understand the game. I understand what's going on. So I am thinking, just a force, man. I think is my ability to be able to be a force in nature on the floor is what I pride myself on. So whatever that looks like, it may be a turnover, it may be a missed shot, but it may be a steal, maybe a dunk, maybe a missed three, maybe a made three. It's gonna be all of that. It's gonna be everything. So just take it for how it comes, and whatever happens, you go with it. And I always been like that. As long as I leave on the floor, God willing, to be able to go out and continue to compete, I'm grateful for it.
I gotta respect it, bro. Because no matter what, he's gonna play hard.
He gonna play hard. He work hard. That's just. I mean, you got to see this. You got to know this dude's story. You got to know his whole background. You got to know like how he got it. He literally got it out the mud, like for real.
Hey, no
Hey.
pun intended.
Hey.
I like what you did there.
Got it
Hey,
out the
Zebo,
mud.
Zebo
Shout
TA.
out to
my boy
Zebo.
Zebo TA. Next time y'all in the city.
Shout out
Shout
what you
out.
did there.
You know what I'm
Zebo.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dogs,
Zebo
man. But yeah,
TA.
for
Next
real
time
though,
in the city,
man,
come
he
move.
did though. You know, knowing Russ, you know, wasn't being highly recruited coming out of high school and kind of just, you know, worked his way up the ranks, man. He went from not even being a high level kid to being a top 4 pick in the draft, like number 4 pick in the draft. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I know his whole story. And people try to shit on him, and that man is a first ballot Hall of Famer. That man's one
Top
of the-
75 player
one
all
of the
time.
best- Yeah, top 75
Boy,
player of
average
all
a
time.
triple double for
Come on,
the
man.
season.
Gonna be one of the best players we ever seen in this game, man. Just his hard work, his dedication, just how hard he plays. And don't get it twisted. Russ done been in the league a lot of years, and he's still playing at a high.
He in year
at a
like
high
what,
clip.
14?
No, he probably higher than that.
He was drafted in 2008 with Derrick Rose, right?
Yeah, it's
So he in like 17.
yeah, it's like 17 years. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody talking about like the way he's playing at year 17,
And you know
bro.
how they always say
he's
like
still playing like he's year 7.
He couldn't be in the league if he lost his athleticism. It's crazy he has not lost his athleticism.
He ain't lost
He hasn't.
nothing.
He
His
hasn't.
speed, everything.
That's fucking
He just
insane.
does everything at 110 miles per hour.
He works on his body. He works on his craft. Like you can talk shit
Damn,
about him all
Luka.
you
Don't
want
do
to.
the dancing shit. Nobody trying to see that shit, man.
You still mad
I
about
still haunted by that shit. Bro.
that? They did kick their ass though, didn't they? They beat us 4-1.
The gentleman's
They
suite.
said OKC in
Dancing
5.
OKC in 5. And we was in locker room 1, 2, 3. Can't go.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, Dominican Republic.
You get that spot.
That spot's so nice.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah,
It's happening.
It's happening. I know it
But I
is.
can't tell him that.
I know.
I hope he ain't watching.
Oh, my fault. Look, I'm
I
over
gotta
here
leverage some things.
I'm over here
You know?
leaking. I'm
I'm
over
a
leaking
Business
information.
man. I gotta, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
Yeah, I'm playing. I'm trying to show his cards. My fault.
Man, that's nice. Let me borrow it for vacation.
Oh yeah. So look. So me and Hong had a good debate, and at first I wasn't fucking with it, but I saw the vision. Right, you starting a franchise, like no players. We talking about like if they both play off the bench 30, like they play 30 minutes a game. Are you starting today that franchise with Russell Westbrook? Remember, he's starting 30 minutes, or James Harden.
Russell Westbrook in his prime?
No, today.
No, both of them.
Today?
Both of them today.
Nah, man, that's
Russ is playing limited minutes.
I'm
Take him on the
still
roll.
I'm going with Russ. Just for me. I'm just saying just for me because
I can't.
for me, James Harden can be really good, but he also can be really at least with Russ, I know what I'm gonna get every night. I know I'm gonna get. I know
you gonna get some air balls? And
I
you
don't,
got
care,
it?
I don't care about that. I don't care about that because
think
I'm gonna get a
some missed
dog.
layups.
I'm gonna get a dog. I'm gonna get somebody
So-
who can finish games. I'm gonna get somebody who gonna play defense. I'm gonna get somebody who gonna rebound. Russ is gonna do everything. He do so many things to help me win. As a coach, I'm going with him.
That's not a bad take, though. I'm gonna
That's
say
not a bad take.
I'm gonna say why.
Don't forget that James Harden was guarding the Joker the whole series.
James Harden was guarding.
Guarding the Jokers the whole series.
Because
Post defender.
yeah, because
He
they kept
is.
switching. They were switching
they kept
everything.
switching.
Yeah, they kept switching everything.
we gonna get to
Guys,
James.
y'all
We gonna get to
tell-
James.
Y'all tell me, Russ, if you in a starting role can average 24, 8, and 8 right now.
What
No.
okay, so let me tell. Maybe not 24. He could average 20.
He was averaging 20 something when he was in the lineup. You ever forgot
Talking about right
that?
now. We talking about Russ right
no,
now.
no,
Yeah,
so
this
look,
year.
Charlie.
This year when he started.
Charlie, before you were on the show, 'cause this is like before you became on the show, got on the show, right? When he was first starting with Denver, I read a stat.
Yeah.
Over, I think it was 12 games.
Yes.
He was averaging 22, like 10 and 8.
Yes.
When he was starting, when Jamal,
Why
when
doesn't
Jamal
he
Murray.
start?
Because Jamal Murray can pay $50
making
million.
$250.
Yeah, he can pay $50 million, and it's still Jamal Murray.
That's why he ain't starting.
Like, again, I'm not saying I'm even choosing Russ. I'm just saying, look, right? He works hard. Huh?
Combo. It's a conversation.
It's a good
a
debate.
very- it's a
Because
good
look,
debate.
It's a
because
great
look,
debate. Everybody
because
got their
look,
own opinion.
This is why it's tough. Russ works hard. He hasn't lost his athleticism. He can still pass the shit out of the ball. He can still rebound. He's one of the most. If he might not be the most, but he's one of the most reboundingest guards of all time.
100%.
And it's not like he can't score.
Y'all ready? His per 36 in a limited role is 18, 8, and 7. In a limited role. That's his per 36.
I'm rolling.
That's better than like 25
CD, I'm
25
rolling.
of the point guards in the league.
Get the dancing out your head,
Get
bro.
the dancing shit out
the
my head.
dancing out your head.
Because
He's
look,
still
he
in there, that's why.
Because he also look. Another thing he gonna do that I don't think he does I think a little bit better than James Harden. He affects the culture more.
Yes.
He gives you that swag. He gives you that dog. He's a dog.
He gives everybody confidence.
Not saying Harden ain't like that.
Man,
but he's a
with,
dog.
I rock with both of them, but you asked me a
you
question.
guys convinced me.
I gave
He's
you
a
an
dog.
I think you guys convinced
He's
me.
a dog.
You changed your
Yeah,
mind.
I'm changing my opinion. Man.
Okay.
Hung on my ass, both of y'all, man.
I'm not even saying.
He averaged the same amount of minutes and started. Would the stats be that different?
No. It wouldn't.
I was saying like it depends on who you just want at that point. Because you said you know what you can get out of the rest of the day. Honestly, you don't know what you can get out of these
I'm
niggas.
just saying, though,
But this is the-
Game 7. Look, I'm just saying. I mean, this doesn't mean anything, but just look at this. Game 7, closeout game. Either one team going home, other team going advance, and Russ did what he had it to do.
He gonna
I'ma
go
take
out.
Russ. I'ma take
Because even
Russ.
if he gonna lose, he gonna go out giving you
energy,
everything.
everything.
I don't know. I'll take Russ for like because y'all wouldn't say that last year.
Fuck no.
Who wouldn't?
Have said that?
About Russ.
I'm being real. I wouldn't say that last
I
year.
would have said it last year.
He
because
was weak last year.
No, bro. I watched him play, bro. He was actually
did
good
too.
for the Clippers, and then they benched him. I didn't get that.
Because he couldn't shoot.
It wasn't about shooting because he didn't need to
That's what
shoot.
I'm saying.
Because
They
he
were
had
just
guys.
leaving him open, bro.
So
I
I'm gonna say
understand
this.
that. I understand that. But he still was effective for them, bro.
That he took. Yeah.
You got to look at how efficient the team was when
I mean, the thing is,
played
I think
significant
they.
minutes
I think
rather than when
individually
they benched him. They were still
this is what I think
losing.
about Russ. I think individually they have him and James probably still have a good relationship. I don't think they probably have no beef or anything.
No.
ain't no
But
beef.
but I also think he took it away more so against the organization for choosing him over him because he's a competitor. That's what I'm saying. Like Russ is one of the most competitive motherfuckers we've ever seen.
Well,
Did Russ shoot over 40% from three this series?
He did, yeah.
I'm saying, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So now let's transition. Let's
And
go.
then last year he shot 10%.
Like I said, you're not gonna know what you're gonna
You
get.
see what I'm saying? You don't know
I
what
said
you're going
that,
to get.
But neither with Harden. So let's
Right?
go to Harden. Let's go to Harden. First nigga to ever lose 4 Game 7s on 4 different teams. 4 different teams. What are we getting from this nigga?
I don't got nothing to say.
Exactly.
You
So
got
I'm
nothing to
saying,
say.
like,
I mean,
I
what
said,
is it?
if you not, if
It's on the fucking
if-
board. James Harden has struggled
if you don't know
in
what you get from
7
either,
games. Like,
again, but Charles, I'm saying, if you don't know what you can get from either nigga, I'm at least take the ones who try hard every game.
I'm going. I told y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know at least he gonna be running 100 miles per hour the whole fucking game. I can't be mad at him.
But let's talk about this though. Let's talk
So
about
look,
this.
so
But no, let's talk about this though. Why y'all think he struggles in Game 7s?
look.
that's a good question.
I
I don't have an answer for it.
So look.
He's
So
the second
look.
floor in LA.
He
Look,
shouldn't
hey,
be in no playoffs.
Cause you know who Jersey is retired in Houston. I don't mean in the games.
I know you
you know
ain't
what
talking
I
about no
mean.
arena. You talking about a different arena.
Shout out the address. Shout out the door.
Hey man, listen. I don't think that man had that type of problem. I just think.
No, that's not why he.
I think. You know what? I have no answer. This is one of those situations where I don't have no answer. I don't know why James Harden struggles in Game 7s. I have no clue why.
He struggles in the playoffs, period.
Let me.
Our chat's picking Russell Westbrook, by the way. 70% of them say Russ over James.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know. So
I'm with it.
This is what I'm saying, though, right? And let's run it by the numbers, right? Huh?
Two game 7s in a row.
He shot. First of all, let's go this. He only shot the ball 8 times.
Did he look disinterested? Did he? Did he? Nah, right?
He kind of did. No. Like, that's not a crazy question.
1, 2, 3 Dominican Republic. He was on that.
Like-
he saw my post in the
like-
DR.
like-
oh, that looks
Let's
nice.
Let's talk about it.
crib.
Let's talk about it. Do you
look
do you
nice.
think it? Do you think it is that he be checked out?
Why would you check out though? You got a chance to advance. What you checking
Some
out for?
people's priorities ain't what everyone. That's what I'm saying. Some people's priorities, not. I don't. And I think I don't know what's going on.
So my thing with that is, when James when he first came in the league, I don't think James like all that pressure when it comes down to it. I think he likes regular season where he can ball out, he can hoop freely, but in the playoffs it comes with pressure. He don't like that pressure. And if you one of those, I don't even think he like to be the number 2 guy because he played his best basketball.
he was the number 2 guy
when he was number 3. He was played his best basketball.
No, hold on. Hold
do
on.
that.
Time out.
Winning wise.
Time
Winning
out.
wise.
Time out. No, time out.
His best basketball obviously was in
time out.
Houston. His best basketball obviously.
he was the
that's
number
what-
one guy.
That's how he became
Because
the
look,
beard.
because
But that
look,
didn't amount to
that's
no
not a crazy
championship
statement.
though.
That's not a
that
crazy
didn't amount
statement.
to no championship.
Okay, so he didn't amount to championship.
But hold
He
on.
made it to the finals though.
But look, the stats we read earlier.
That's what I was about to
Most of the
say.
best Game 7 he had was his first Game 7 with who?
The OKC.
That's what I'm saying.
And he was number 3 behind Russ.
That's not a
and
crazy
behind
statement.
KD.
He came off the bench, right? He didn't come off
Yes.
He was 6th man of the
He
year.
was
That's not a
sixth
crazy
man.
statement.
So that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
not a crazy statement.
Hold on, let me run some stats for everybody.
the bench. Yeah, run the stats.
The only time he shot over 40% is that first game and the game against the Warriors. Other than that, he shot less than 35% in every other Game 7 he's been in.
That's what I'm saying.
He's averaging 35%
That's not a
from the
crazy
field.
statement, right?
He's
I know,
averaging
that's why I
19.
said it.
That's why I was.
He had 9
No,
points.
he has the yips. No, hold on. He might have
Hold
the
on.
yips. Like, he
Yeah.
might have the basketball equivalent of the yips.
He
in
has
Game 7s.
he had 9 points last year against Boston in Game 7. Shot 27% from the field. He had 7 points this game. Shot 25% against Milwaukee in Game 7 that year when Katie's big ass toe. I think
Yeah.
it was 30%. He had 22, 9, and 9. I mean, he's averaging like less than like, he's averaging 26 and 8. So like it's below his averages.
Like I said, man, he played the best basketball when he was number 3
In the playoffs.
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
When he was 6th man.
But he was the third man second man. He was the second man last 2 years. Joel and Kawhi.
I know, but
I have a
that's
question.
why I
Was
said
he?
third.
Was he the quick question? Like quick question. Was he the third option on that Brooklyn team?
Yes, he was.
Behind Kyrie and KD?
Yeah. Okay.
In terms of scoring, he was
I just wanna
he was a facilitator, right?
Yeah, he was.
I just want to make sure
And did he thrive in that role?
He did.
No.
Until they got hurt.
until they got hurt.
Oh yeah, he was the second option in that
it
Game
worked.
7. That's right.
They were what 14-2 in the 16 games they played.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That team would have won a championship.
that
if they
team
were
was-
there.
that team-
Okay.
if them boys stay healthy, that'd have been a problem.
Just a quick question. I thought we'll make sure where our heads was at on that. But
Hold up. So somebody in our chat, shout out to YBS K Dot. He said James had over 10 assists. I think people are harping on shot attempts as kind of tunnel vision for real.
8. Okay.
Well,
what's
I mean,
that?
well,
YBS who?
Well, to
YBS
answer that,
K dot.
what's his name?
YBS.
Hey,
We'll just call him
YBS
K
K
Dot.
dot.
We'll just call him K Dot.
K dot.
YBS K dot.
To your situation, like I'm not saying James Harden just played a badass game. I'm saying James Harden has
he
to
played a
do
badass
more in Game 7 for his team to win. Like he can't just have 10 assists and then you give us 7 points. Like damn, you got to give.
And I'm gonna negate
You
that.
have to give us more.
I'm gonna negate that. I'm gonna negate this.
The locker room, like at halftime, if you're his teammate, you gotta say like, bro, this Game 7. What the fuck?
So
I
look,
mean,
this is what I'm saying.
You try to uplift them, give them some confidence. Hey man, bro, we need you.
Fuck all that.
we
He's
need you to put the
seasoned
ball
in
in the
all that.
basket for us. We need some help.
Hey, fuck all that. This is what I'm gonna say. Fuck all that. YBS K dot. It's niggas on the internet, and I'm sure you might be one of these niggas, right? Who was arguing that James Harden is better than Dwayne Wade.
We are
I'm
not doing that.
I'm
We're not having that
was
debate.
that not a debate? Was that not a debate?
No.
So look, I'm saying this.
It was talked
If
about.
you are, we're talking.
I wasn't
if-
here.
I'm not
wasn't
saying
present
us,
for
not
that
saying us
debate.
on this show. I'm just saying in general. That's been a big thing on the internet for years.
3-time champ right there.
So look, we're gonna say this. You're considering yourself, not even yourself. Everyone's considers you as one of the greatest scorers of our generation in his prime. There is no fucking way in Game 7s you should be going out shooting 8 shots as one of the greatest scorers of our generation. Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers of our generation. That wouldn't happen. Jalen Green had no bullshit. Jalen Green had 8 shot attempts yesterday.
Yeah, he can.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I mean, that's
can't
why,
put Jalen
but that's why I
Green,
said
man.
what
But
I
you're
just
James
said.
Harden.
That's why I said what I just said. James, he needed to do more scoring than he did facilitating.
if I'm
that
Kawhi, I'm
game.
like, look, bro.
You can't come out like, I'm going to get me 15 assists. Nah,
If I'm Kawhi, I'm like, look, bro.
15, 25, 35 points. Like, I'm not coming out here for no 10
If you're the
assists.
Clippers, what you do with them?
If I'm Ty Lue,
You don't do anything.
this
You
shit.
don't do anything. Who you going to go get?
Y'all get him a good sports therapist.
I'm gonna say this though. That's funny as fuck.
That is crazy.
I mean, but this is my
Investing
thing
in
though.
sports
This is my
therapist
thing
is
though.
Crazy.
But no,
This is- the
it's not
Clippers
even a
have-
crazy take. You guys say he has trouble with Game 7. It's proven. He got to get over that demon.
is a proof.
It's
It
a
is a
long
fact.
proven thing. Like
Right,
he
you
does
gotta
not
get
do
over
good
that.
in Game 7s. And we're talking about one of the greatest scorers of our generation.
100%.
He averaged 36 in the season.
No, James Harden is a bona fide hooper.
Bucket.
bro.
So why are we talking about he shouldn't be?
He's a bona fide hooper, but for some reason, some guys just fold in
certain
certain situations. Let's be honest.
But that's why. And that was my thing though. With I'm not even gonna say D-Wade. Fuck that comparison. Even with Russ, if Russ was a starting point on the team, he's not in let's say Game 7 with 8 shot attempts.
Man, Russ gonna go down swinging,
and niggas will respect that.
Gonna miss a lot too.
That's fine. He don't care.
But you respect that more than like
he gonna try to go get this win.
I'm not okay with one of the greatest scorers ever. I'm not okay with one of the greatest scorers ever only shooting the ball 8 times.
Yeah.
Like I'm Ty Lue. I'm like, bro, look, give me something.
You think James Harden just like accepted the fact, like,
it's over.
Or just like I'm not playing well right now.
If we're being real, that whole
like
Clippers team looked like it was over that game though. After the halfway through the third quarter,
he gave in.
They all gave in.
No, he was on the bench like this in the third quarter doing this shit. Dead ass.
Yeah.
But guys, let me give you guys perspective, right? He shot 15 shots against that OKC series in the bubble in Game 7. He shot 17 against Milwaukee when it was him and KD. I feel like he could take more shots there. He had 11 against Boston last year. He definitely has some problems with Game 7. He's just shooting less and less.
He's not trying. I think he's so scared to be the reason why they lose that he's being apathetic, like where he's just like not doing anything instead.
So you still being the reason why we lose?
Exactly. That's the point.
You know how we're talking about this right now? This Game 7. Don't you think he knows that too? Like, yo, Game 7's like I struggle. Let me figure this shit out.
So now,
what Hong is saying is not crazy.
He might be right.
He might have
a solid point.
He might have sports anxiety. He might have that. Like that.
Have that Ben Simmons shit. I mean,
Ben Simmons triggered that shit.
Yeah,
too.
I wasn't trying to be funny, guys.
No, I know you wasn't, but like. But once you break it down like that,
you can't laugh afterwards, then, huh? When you say this shit,
I didn't laugh. Y'all laughed. I didn't laugh.
And he had to go with the Warriors. I mean, it's low key Russ's best bet right now. I mean, so this is my say this.
They got a chance.
Yeah, they got shit. They beat OKC. They beat
who got a
OKC.
chance?
Different.
They beat OKC.
Very good chance.
As long as Jokic still on the floor, you got a chance.
What was their record?
Hey, y'all know Charlie praying that the Denver Nuggets take an OKC or he gonna have to apologize.
Can't wait to come in and get
The thing
on
is,
me.
we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that.
Can't
Though.
wait to get
Wait to talk my shit.
Sorry,
We gonna get to that.
Let's put a little friendly wager on
Hey,
it.
Sam, I gotta hit you up, man. Me and Charlie coming to a game. Man.
But look,
Bring him down there to OKC.
the Clippers have 3 straight first round exits.
Yeah. Can't blame Paul George. Jay tried to say that was the issue. Paul George was the issue.
can't blame
Is he the
coaching.
issue now?
You can't blame Ty Lue.
You can't blame Tyler.
Is Paul George the issue now?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Paul
I
George.
just-
So
I
was
just
that the
want-
biggest
I just want to
mistake?
get out there. Shout out to my boy PG.
Is that the biggest
Paul-
fumble?
Huh?
Is that the biggest fumble, letting Paul walk for free?
Biggest fumble. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
How you not getting anything for that?
I agree.
Nah, I'm good.
You good? Come on, bro. You've seen PG hoop, bro. You've
Bro.
seen PG hoop, bro.
So,
Huh?
oh, I'd rather take. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather take Paul George in a Game 7 than James Harden. For
his Game 7 is totally different.
In a Game 7, yes.
James Harden.
In a game. Look, one thing I would say this: James gonna get you there. He'll get
He'll
you there.
get you there.
He gonna get you there, but you
Yeah.
better hope
Hey, 'cause
Norman Powell
his
drop
game
30.
his Game 6s is crazy. James,
Listen, Paul's Game 7s ain't great shooting wise, but he shoots pretty consistent. It's 23, 18, 16, 15. He consistent. He still shoot it. He'll go out with a bang. That's it.
Yeah, we're gonna go out with a bomb.
He tried to go with a bang. He was 5 for 15 last year versus Dallas. So
I'm saying like,
still ain't rolling.
and I can respect that though. I can respect that
Charlie
more. Like, so yeah. What do the Clippers do about these 3 first? Because that has to be addressed. Like, you can't just keep the team the same after 3 first round exits. Somebody got some.
Really? I mean,
I might be far fetched.
Kawhi might ask to be out.
That's what I'm saying. I might be far fetched. I think it's time for Kawhi to go.
If he goes, both of them go.
Fuck it.
to blow it up, start fresh.
Blow it up, rebuild. Go try to go get you some young. Go get you a young kid.
This is. They're going to go into year 7 next year of this experiment.
Bring Zion down there.
They're going to go into year 7 of the Kawhi Leonard experience.
Hey, Kawhi to Dallas?
This nigga shipping
Why
Zion.
is that just saying some random shit now?
Kawhi to Dallas?
Hey, hold on.
hang on. I actually had this point.
Kawhi to Dallas? You don't like that?
Hang on. A realistic target that Dallas should go get, honestly, because they need a score, is they should go after Bogey. He's not going to be that expensive.
Who?
They should go after Bogey. Dallas should go after
I
Bogey.
don't
not
hate it.
rolling with
I don't
that,
hate
man.
it.
I'm not mind having
Y'all act like
I want
y'all
Kawhi
acting like
Leonard. You have to bring somebody in
Right.
like that to get these fans back
So look,
on board.
right. Y'all acting like they can go get every superstar.
Kawhi's
I'm talking
only
about a
gonna play
realistic
I'm not
target.
saying you got to go get every
The
superstar.
Mavs don't have
but you
much.
have to go get a superstar. You have to. If you don't, these fans are not fucking with you this year. They're not.
Okay,
coming
we're
to
not
these-
getting Kevin Durant.
I feel like you can go get Bogey.
We're not giving
Bogey's
Kevin
a
Durant.
great pickup. He can get you 20 off
You're
the
going to
bench.
go get Bogey, and these fans are going to
Dallas
not
fans.
buy tickets.
I don't
Dallas
care if they buy
fans.
tickets. I'm talking about the win.
You don't
Dallas
care if they buy
fans.
tickets. What the hell you talking about?
Because if
It's
you
a
win,
business
if
too.
you win, they buy
Bogey ass
tickets.
out the arena.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yo, Bogey your ass out the arena.
But I want Dallas fans to know, we are not getting Kevin Durant unless some colluding is happening.
Man,
Unless some colluding is happening, he just says he wants to go here.
Realistic target. Bogey's realistic. That's what I'm
Let's say, yeah, Kate, we're not
pricey,
we're
man.
not getting KD. He's going to be a Rocket or a Spur or somewhere. He's not. They have better packages than us.
yeah, I know.
Why the fuck would the why the
Everybody
fuck the
got-
Suns,
everybody
why
got
would the
better
Suns take a
packages.
trade from us?
Hang on. My boy Charlie thinks Derek Lively's the answer to everything.
What? What did you say?
Hey,
Derek
you
Lively.
keep saying Derek Lively can't go. He can go.
He can go for KD.
He can go not for KD. Who was it?
Kawhi. You can go for Kawhi.
He can go for Kawhi too.
Nah, well, who? There's some. I forgot who it was.
Oh, we talking about Markel.
I think he said like Devin Booker he can go for or something crazy like
I
that.
forgot who it was.
He can go.
but-
He can go.
Oh, he said Giannis.
Oh,
Oh
Giannis.
yeah. Have a good night.
Hey, anybody can
Send
go for
him.
Giannis.
Send him.
Anybody can go for Giannis.
Giannis.
Send him.
Nigga, Giannis counts for two players.
Giannis can't happen though. Giannis can happen here.
If
That
we,
can
wanna
happen.
give, if we give up AD,
But we don't have the pieces.
we give up AD.
Why not?
Man, who they gonna get rid of?
Everybody but
A-
AD.
And fuck no.
Kyrie?
Everybody
But
AD.
it shows you timing's a bitch. Because if they held out,
I ain't even talking about Kyrie, he out. Huh?
yeah, if it shows timing's a bitch. Because if they held out trading Luka in this offseason, Giannis, it literally could have been a Giannis for Luka swap.
So and that's why I was like the person issue with Nico, I didn't think had to be addressed in midseason. I think that was my issue with the trade. If you had such a big dilemma, I think handle that in the offseason and get the best possible package you get. Because at least if you know you're gonna piss the fan, if you know for a fact I'm gonna be on a hot seat and piss the fans off, at least do the due diligence of actually getting a good deal that you can rest knowing like I know I did my absolute best. You did not do your absolute best with this package you got. Huh? 4 or 5. And you got 1 and 1 pick swap for Luka is unacceptable.
It's unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, but they got nobody back for Gobert. It's all picks pretty much. That's the difference though. They didn't get a top tier caliber player back for Gobert.
Bro, but I'm saying again, what we know for a fact, he was offered 3
No,
first
I
round
get that.
picks.
I 100% get what you're saying. But let's not just say it was 4 straight round. It's not like Anthony Davis and four picks for
Oh,
Gobert.
yeah, okay.
Like
I mean,
they got.
cool.
You can't forget Anthony Davis is a dog now.
Anthony Davis
he's
is
not no scrub.
Okay, hang on. Are we not? If Anthony Davis is healthy, he's a top 10 player in this league. Let's not disrespect Anthony Davis.
Not even
is
top 10. He might sneak in
never
that top
disrespected
5.
him. I'm just saying, bro. I'm not disrespecting him. But we're talking about someone who was 25 at the time who got traded.
But
something.
I'm not disagreeing with the
top
trade.
5 player.
Guys, I'm not disagreeing with the trade. What I'm
just
saying,
be
let's
throwing
stop comparing to
everything
Rudy
top five
Gobert's
right now.
package because they didn't get an actual superstar talent back for Rudy Gobert. They got a bunch of picks.
That was kind of crazy. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
So, like the Paul George trade with 4 picks, they got Shea back, which
Nigga
is a young
26, bro.
talent.
What the fuck is he
The
talking about?
disrespect of Luka.
Bro.
You said his. Wow.
I'm gonna say this though, right? I'm gonna say this right, Luke. Luka, if you hear me, get your fat ass
Damn.
somewhere, bro.
That is-
No.
OD.
I'm saying this
I
out of
gotta
love.
stop you
I'm
on
saying this
that
out of
one.
love. No, I'm saying this out of
OD.
love.
You ain't gonna be able to walk outside. You in Dallas.
And I don't want those problems for you, bro.
Nigga, I'm from here. Shit. Anyways, shit, Luka. I'm on your side. And y'all acting like LeBron ain't telling him this shit either, bro. I don't know what you need to do, but you need to not be doing what the fuck you doing.
Work out with LeBron.
So, hang on, let me ask you guys this question.
But that's what I'm saying. So like, how can we say he's like not in shape? Like I don't know.
Let me ask you guys this
I don't
question.
know what the fuck he needs to do. He need to do something.
Is the only way?
Go work out with LeBron.
This nigga knee be bleeding every day.
But let me ask you guys this question.
Work out with LeBron.
If Luka wins a ring, but he changes his body and he starts playing defense, I don't think Nico is wrong because it took a trade for all that to happen.
True.
If he wins a championship the way he is, that he doesn't get in better shape and he doesn't play defense, then Nico's wrong.
Sentiment
but if he but if he changes everything that was a problem in Dallas, that means the trade is what took for it to happen.
Again,
so Nico's still not vindicated.
The sentiment of why Nico traded him isn't necessarily wrong. It is the process and what he got out of it that I don't agree with.
If he's still overweight and doesn't play defense to win a championship, then Nico's wrong. That's all I'm saying.
He was overweight and took him to the finals. What are we talking about here?
Hey, look.
You
Again,
feel me?
Yo, Charlie,
Again,
nobody in the world thought they were going to beat the Celtics, bro.
including Luka. In game 3, you can say Luka didn't even think he was going to fucking beat the Celtics.
Exactly what you said is exactly how I feel about this year. No one is beating Boston Celtics, including your OKC, right?
No, I think
Raymond.
I ain't gonna lie. I think and I'm gonna say
We
this.
gonna find out.
I'm gonna say this
Everybody
though.
stay healthy. We gonna find out.
I think the only team who irrationally can probably do it, not do it, but like
I'll tell you one thing, they won't beat Boston won't beat OKC if Drew Holiday don't come back. I bet you that. I put some money on that. You gonna need Drew Holiday for that series.
Yeah, you're gonna need him. Yeah.
you're gonna need everybody.
Don't need that.
Yeah,
I'm
you
telling
need
you that.
I'm gonna
right
say
now.
this though. I'm gonna say this. They don't want to see the Timberwolves either.
No.
Timberwolves
And
is a
that's what I'm saying.
scary team.
That's a team, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Timberwolves is a very.
I'm
scary
starting
team.
because I'm starting to see how many different ways they can play successfully.
Mm-hmm.
That's not saying they're gonna beat them. That's just not a.
We talked about it. The Timberwolves match up well against
They
the
match up
Celtics.
really well against
with
the Celtics.
anybody.
That's what I'm saying. Like
They got all the pieces.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not sure OKC is beating these niggas no more. And I remember I had OKC. I was with you with OKC coming out the West.
Man, y'all see.
Okay, but
Y'all gonna see.
You still got
OKC.
OKC coming out the
yeah,
West.
No, that's the next
OKC
one.
ain't
Let's
playing,
go ahead. Let's go ahead and go to Thunder
What
Nuggets.
this Denver team? But go ahead.
We got the two main MVPs matching up, man. We got the two best players in the world.
This is gonna be fun basketball.
This what
right
we
here.
wanted. This what we wanted.
This
right
is
here.
gonna be fun basketball right here.
Yo,
Don't you think both of those?
you know what they
Whoever
should
wins
do?
the series should get MVP. That's
Yeah,
how-
that's what I was thinking. They should
that's
go to
how
the
they should
NBA and
do
do
it.
that.
I low key don't mind that.
That's that.
I
Yo,
low-key don't mind
and
that.
they should put it out.
They should go
They
bad
should
for
put it out.
bad.
That's a good story. NBA. That's a good storyline.
Nigga,
What am I
Jokic gonna
counting
average
on?
50 points
That's a
a
good
bubble.
storyline. Put it out there. Whoever wins the series gets MVP.
Wins the regular season award, which
Wins
is
the
crazy.
regular. Yeah, right.
fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Because it's
But
that
like- but
close.
like-
Because it's that close.
But the
it's
thing
already,
is,
it's already over with, though.
but thing is, look,
already
it
picked it.
legit.
you think they already picked it?
they already picked it.
I mean, they voted before the playoff start.
And are they gonna give it to them like now?
They give it to. It's
Yes,
this
you
series,
get
right?
in this series a second round. Yes, so
Yes.
it
That's
will be
nasty. Oh, that's nasty.
That's a good
Hey,
storyline.
Adam
NBA
Silver.
knows what
Adam
they
Silver.
do.
I see what you did. I see what you did, Adam Silver.
there.
You can't
was
fool
waiting.
me. You can't fool me, Adam Silver.
I saw what he
We
did.
wanted to see who gonna win this. This
Adam
is
Silver
gonna be
colluded.
tough. This is one of the tightest.
The
This
Clippers
might be the
never had a
first
chance.
co-MVP. Has there ever been a co-MVP?
Nope. Only co-rookie of the year.
This
They're-
might be the first.
I don't think there can be a coach.
They can't do that, bro.
Why not?
It's gonna be stepped on product.
It doesn't ruin
If
it.
they had the
MVP
same
will be
points,
stepped on.
I wonder if there's a
Tainted.
tiebreaker.
Bro, there's no
Cuts.
there's no right answer. Who's MVP? You're always gonna get a mix.
There
No,
actually is a right
there's
answer.
a right answer,
There's
bro.
100%
Don't do
right
that.
answer.
Who?
The nigga have the most efficient season of all time.
But like, who are we
Hold up,
talking
Char-
about?
hold up.
Jokic.
Charlie.
Okay.
If we took Shea off of OKC, they're still a playing team for sure. If you took
They're getting
Jokic
Cooper
out
Flag.
there, they're competing for Cooper.
Listen, just
There are. No, that's real.
competing for Cooper.
Your
is
best
wild.
player is gonna be who?
Yo, I'm just letting you know right now and put this out there. I'm saying Jokic should get MVP.
Yeah.
But there's an argument. The best team in the league, who's their best player?
Hey,
That's the argument.
hey, the
So we
last
moving
time
the
someone
goalposts.
The
averages,
best season of his career.
But we moving.
hey, the last time
goalposts
someone
there.
averaged a triple double and was a 6 seed, he won the MVP.
That's what I'm saying. We moving the
And
goalposts.
the last time and Denver's a 4 seed, not a 6 seed. He should be the MVP.
So would you be surprised if they gave it to Shea?
Nope.
I won't be surprised. I just think they moving the goalposts. They moving the goalposts.
I think Jokic should get it though. But
Because it's like the same thing
Argument.
even with
There's
the
a fair
NFL.
argument
Like
there.
why niggas didn't agree with me why I said Josh Allen was gonna win is because they set the precedent the year before that. Because that's the case, Dak should have won it a year ago. He had the better stats. If it was about stats, that's what I'm saying. Like it's depending on whatever the goalpost is, it got to be the goalpost. That's what I'm saying. At least I respect the NFL because they didn't move the goalpost.
I understand.
That's all I'm
and
saying.
Jokic is more valuable.
Yo, when's the last time we seen this? Was it like Charles and Michael?
Yeah.
Or two MVP like close neck and neck candidates?
I think it was that or Michael and Karl Malone when they gave it to Malone too. That happened twice with Michael, where they gave it to other people and he's played some in the finals.
The fact that his center is averaging a triple-double is insane.
He's the first to do it.
It's insane. But this will be
Hang on, hold. Let's
number
also put in
what?
perspective. He's 50, 40, and 80.
Ooh.
Jokic, his efficiency, 50, 40, 80 club. He's shooting 40% from three.
It's nasty. Was he
Insane.
was he close to was he close to 90?
No, he's like 83.
Okay. I mean, it's still good for a big man. Still really good for a big man. Bro, so this is my thing, right? And this is something I was waiting to bring up this series. We got young legs and rest versus experience and older players. Same thing with the Wolves and the Warriors. The young guys in both sides finished their series like this. Both the older teams had to go to game sevens. As two vets, how you think that's going to really play out for both these older teams?
Youth and rest versus experience.
They could get tired. I could see that, but
Also championship pedigree too, guys.
I think it's harder. I
Yeah,
think
true.
it's
Both the other teams have won
I think
championships.
it's harder for. I think it's harder for. I think it's harder for Golden State. I think it'd be harder for them rather than it'd be harder for Denver. Denver still got some youth over there and some youth with some experience.
True.
And then, dudes like Aaron Gordon and all those guys are not super old, you know what I'm saying? So they still can, and then the way Jokic don't play exhausting. Like,
Nah.
he don't. Does he look like he's tired any game he plays in? And he could play 44 minutes and this man doesn't look tired.
But he doesn't.
It looks like he plays on 2K on rookie.
He plays at his pace.
And I think, too, the way they play, especially in the half, they play more in a half-court setting, but they don't run around as much as the Warriors do.
Exactly.
The Warriors are running, moving the ball, constantly moving around. And that's not how Denver really plays as much.
But the question more was like, what do you guys think is better? Would you rather be an experienced championship team that's played, or would you rather be a little rusty? I wouldn't say rusty, but haven't played in a week. Like, what do you guys think?
I'd rather have experience and momentum. I think like a team like OKC, they haven't really been punched in the mouth yet.
Yeah.
And how are they going to respond when they get punched in the mouth? And I think Denver's
Well, no, they got
Denver's going to do that.
and Denver's going to punch them in the mouth with a two-piece. Bing, bing.
and realistically, I ain't
Bing,
gonna
bing.
lie.
And let's see how they
I'm
going to
not-
respond.
Bing,
I'm not
bing,
against.
boom,
I'm not
bow.
against the Nuggets still in game one.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it either.
I think that could happen.
They're playing at high level right now.
Coming off that momentum of beating the shit out the Clippers.
Sometimes youth and having rest can hurt you.
Can't hurt you. They can't
You know?
hurt you.
So I think Denver wins, steals game
Well, I ain't
one.
gonna lie. I ain't gonna say that the OKC ain't got punched in the mouth. Them niggas were down 30 at halftime and came back and won the game. That did happen.
That's because
I
somebody.
mean,
got hurt.
because Ja went down.
But shit, that still come back from down 30. That's not like
Ja don't go
easy
down. I don't
shit
think
happened.
they have that. I don't think they'll go to start thinking about the
Shit,
next
they went
game.
down. They went down with 30 with Ja out.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. I feel what y'all saying, but
If Ja doesn't get hurt,
It's a
they
different
gonna lose
series,
that game.
man. This is a
They're gonna lose that game.
This is a different
okay,
animal
but
right
the
here.
gentleman's sweep.
He said gentlemen.
I mean, it'd be for real. Like they weren't finna win no series.
No, they weren't gonna win it. But I don't think it would have been a gentleman's sweep because that last game was close too.
So Ray, what would you rather be?
Yeah,
Young?
which one?
Rest, no championship,
Nah. Experience and
or
momentum.
experience and momentum?
Experience and momentum.
The OGs will say,
In the-
"Let's see what you got for us."
And I have the two different answers for two different series. For OKC series, I'd rather
This
be.
is a general question. This is not the series.
Oh, general question. Fuck.
He said fuck.
Fuck it. Give me the old guys.
Yeah,
Give me the old guys.
gotta go with the older
I can't
heads.
cause shit.
Good answer. Good
'Cause
answer.
shit.
It's on the board.
Cause shit, Jimmy when he was with them fucking Miami, the Miami teams, they went to almost all game 7s. Besides, I think one series.
And gave them boys confidence to have momentum.
That's what I'm saying.
I know
You
he
know
did
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
East, but I don't know how y'all say. I think I have to say the Wolves because of logic, but Jimmy in the playoffs with Steph, I don't know, man.
The Rockets took him to 7. They're beatable.
They're beatable.
Hey,
for
Jimmy
sure.
beat the
They're
Celtics
beatable.
by
They're
himself almost.
They're beatable.
Definitely.
But shit,
beatable.
bro.
The fact that the Rockets took him to Game 7 lets me know that they're very beatable, and I think Minnesota's going to get
Because all I'm gonna say is this: Minnesota, they trust each other, bro. They the same way I said. The reason why I said it works for the Golden State Warriors. Them niggas trust each other, and I don't know. Ant be putting a battery pack in them niggas, bro. Like, there's no Jaden McDaniels is not having 30-point games on other teams.
Jimmy puts that
I like
same
Jaden
battery
McDaniels.
too, though.
I like Jaden McDaniels too, but he works for the Wolves. A lot of these guys work with like Julius Randle is finna hit a second stride because he's on the Wolves, and it just works.
Same thing with Draymond Green. Put Draymond Green somewhere else.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
Jimmy
not the
Butler
same.
puts a battery in people's back too.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel that. I
Put
do.
the battery in on Buddy Hield's back.
I feel that. You saw that nigga call him Alfred.
He did call him Alfred.
That nigga died.
I like the wordplay there, Alfred, because he's the butler.
Butler,
Yeah,
exactly.
I like that. That was
Yeah.
good. That was creative.
That was creative. I mean,
very creative.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I still have to go OGs though. Cause fuck.
Yeah,
It's okay, man. I know you're YN. You know you don't want to go. You want to rock with us.
I ain't with my buffs today, man.
You don't want to rock with
I
us.
didn't
You know.
with my buffs today. I wore my sophisticated glasses today.
I know you didn't have your partner. You don't got your partner in crime and Theo here today.
It's still YN. That's
You
crazy.
here with the old heads. So
It's still YN.
To us,
Chat.
he
It's
is.
still YN. No, I'm
I
playing.
didn't even know what a YN was until
To me and Charlie, he is.
Yeah. Type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
the chat is still YN.
Theo watching like he know what Theo.
Theo watch this like,
I think
I'm
Theo
gonna
watching
get-
this.
Theo, you a YN.
I'm gonna get
me
Ray.
up.
I'm gonna get Ray and Charlie when I get back.
Oh man. Oh man. But let's get to. All right, real quick. One more thing. Who's the X factor in the series?
Which one?
Denver. OKC.
Role player. No, don't say Shea.
You can't say Shea. You cannot say Jokic.
Pick the All-Stars.
Westbrook.
I didn't hear he hit this. I was like, he finna say
Russell
this shit.
Westbrook.
Russell.
Russell Westbrook.
That's on Denver side. Who's on
And
OKC side?
OKC
side.
for me is Chet.
I knew you gonna say Chet. What you gonna say?
Chet gonna have to match the energy of Aaron Gordon. He gonna have to.
I'm gonna say Wiggins.
Ooh, I like that pick.
I like
that
Wiggins. Wiggins for
like that
OKC.
one.
Charlie thinking hard over here. I got Hardenstein. If
Hardenstein.
Hardenstein can, I'm with you. If he can contain Jokic and play really well,
There you
it's
go,
gonna be
'cause
tough.
That's big.
That's big. Yeah.
How you play Jokic will determine how the series is gonna go.
Yeah.
Double team.
And I think Isaiah.
He can't get into
Hart-
foul trouble either.
double
He
team.
can't get into foul
He
trouble
can't get into foul trouble.
because you can't go small.
You can't put check on him. He gonna.
He
gonna-
cannot
boy,
put that.
he gonna put the
bully
fear
you
God in
about
check.
100 pounds wet. Cannot put that on him.
He gonna bully him.
Pause.
Hey, someone said Theo graduates YNU when he turns 30.
He got another year. He turned 30 in November. So he almost unk.
He ain't there yet.
He almost unk.
Yeah, so that's
Wait.
it right there. That's the X factor. Hardenstein for sure.
Yeah, I like that. Well, like you said, next series, let's get to. I think it's gonna be an interesting series.
I don't
Cavs?
think so.
Cavs and Pacers.
Oh, Cavs and Pacers.
Ooh, I
You
told y'all.
I thought we was the Knicks.
I don't know.
I'm talking Knicks. Oh, we're talking. You guys want to go Cavs and Pacers?
I mean, that's what
No.
you got. That's the list.
Let's go.
I'm just
I
going on
think
the list.
this is a great series.
Ooh,
right
I
here.
told y'all. I told you.
This is gonna be exciting.
I told you. I
Hey.
told you the Pacers. The
Pacers
Pacers.
are well coached now. RC
Look,
with
all
Carlisle.
I'm gonna say is this.
You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
I don't know Carlisle.
all I'm gonna say is this, right? Put some respect on my nigga Tyrese Haliburton. Not talking about he's the most overrated player in the NBA. and
Oh,
all
he
this-
been cooking ever since
all
that
this
came
shit.
out.
Cookie.
Hey, ever
Nigga.
since that came out, he been taking things personal.
That nigga said, I can
Yeah,
go get a
Pop's
bucket,
too
I
now.
can go
Pop's
no look
like, oh.
pass, I can go get a steal.
Pops had the joint.
Pops had the towel at the crib. Not allowed to the game though.
Boy, his pop wild as shit. His pops are YN.
Pops at the house with us now watching.
His pops are ON.
He had the house with us there watching
Yeah,
the
I'm not gonna
game.
lie.
Hey.
This is a very exciting series.
Are we surprised that Indy stole one?
No.
in a row of game
No.
one?
No.
Not at all.
What did you see that you liked from Indy
Hey.
in game one? What'd you see?
I seen guys hitting shots, bro. Guys hit shots. You know, Naismith hit a lot of big threes. You know, and my X factor of this series is Neymar. If Neymar keep playing the way he playing for the Pacers, they gonna beat the Cavaliers. I'm telling you.
But they shot 54%.
That's what I say.
They
They
shot
shot
54.
the piss out of the
That's
ball.
not always gonna happen.
It's not always gonna happen.
It's not. But let's be honest. Indiana is a scoring team. That's what they do. They got a lot of guys that can score
And
the
they were
basketball.
well balanced.
Exactly. They got a lot of guys who can score the ball, bro. And that's going to be a factor in this series, I'm telling you. Because you
he's
look
right.
at Cleveland. Cleveland had what? Don that scored and Mobley that scored. Who else gave you anything?
Hunter scored.
He gave you a little bit, but who else gave you everything?
That's it.
That's
Is
what I'm
Garland
saying.
gonna play this series?
Who?
Tyreek Cook here. Watch
Garland.
Tyreek Cook.
Come on. Come on.
Oops.
Cook. He went on like an 8-0 run himself.
Watch this shot right here, though.
That was sick.
That was wild.
That was sick.
Shout out to Aurora, Ontario.
Oh,
Look at
my
this.
God.
I'm telling you, dog.
ice.
I'm
That iced the
telling you,
game
dog.
right there. That's when that shit was over.
Ooh,
He said, that was nasty. That was nasty. I said,
So
game over with.
The thing with Indiana, like what you said, Ray, if they're a well-balanced team, sometimes it might not be one of the guys' night, but somebody else is going to pick it up.
I'm telling you.
Cleveland doesn't have that luxury.
They don't.
Cleveland, Mitchell has a bad game, they might struggle.
I'm going to say is
If
this,
you have a
right?
bad series, they in trouble.
So
they
remember,
have a
the
bad series
playoffs is
they
about
going on.
matchups, and right? I like this Indiana team.
I said this. Y'all looked at me crazy.
I like this Indiana.
Like, oh, man, which gonna be number one all year? They, you know, what you mean, Indiana? Indiana is a dangerous matchup for them. It's a dangerous team for them.
They imagine low-key dangerous matchup.
Let me ask you guys this. You guys talked about matchups.
Right.
Remember I said the last stream that the Cavs like to run and you guys said they're not going to run? Well, they ran with them this game, which was
ran with
stupid.
And what happened?
Because this is my
Ran out the gym.
So look, this is my thing though.
That's what I said to you guys.
Yeah, that's what
I
I was telling you.
I
though.
said last
Indiana's
stream,
a
though.
problem for them.
But you guys and Theo said, well, they won't, but they did, which was not a good coaching thing, I guess.
So let's
I don't know
talk
what
about
it is,
this.
but they ran.
Let's talk about this though. Two things, right? We noticed that the Pacers got a lot of open shots from threes. And they won't shoot 50% all series, but if they get open shots, they might hover around 40.
Listen,
If they get open, because the way Cleveland plays defense, they play more interior. That's why they have a depoy interiorly.
their defense is not from their perimeters.
Exactly.
Their defense is in the paint.
They try to funnel.
You know what I'm
They try
saying?
to funnel
So-
between him and Jay. And,
So these guys do a great job. Indiana got fucking everybody on their team to get downhill. Just
One
be
through
honest.
five.
Everybody can get downhill.
One
So
through five, yeah.
that's a problem.
Is
That's a
Garland
problem.
playing in this series?
If he don't,
He's-
it's over with for them.
They're saying like he'll be back. But they say if it was a regular season, he wouldn't be. But since this is playoffs, he's gonna.
He will help him. He will help
They
Cleveland.
gonna need that nigga for sure.
They gonna need him. Oh, turf toe.
Yeah, his shit.
There you go.
His shit fucked
Turf
up,
toe on
but-
a basketball court.
Put that
But
motherfucker-
I'm gonna say this right. Is this a y'all? I mean, you guys know.
Cam,
RC is a-
let me ask this question quickly. So you guys talk about styles, right? Get downhill. If you're Cleveland, do you just make them beat you from the midi the whole time? Because Indiana doesn't like to play that way. Is that the adjustment you make if you're Cleveland?
The adjustment you should make is slow them down.
Slow them
you
down
can
and
slow
take
them
away the
down,
threes. Don't make them
yeah.
shoot threes.
Yeah, slow them down. Make them funnel them to the paint to your big guys. You know what I'm saying? Funnel them to your defensive guys. If you let them just stay on the perimeter and get in transition and they be able to open the defense up and get threes and just shoot the ball and run, you're in trouble.
The
You're in a
problem
lot
is
of
that's going to
trouble.
be hard for Cleveland to do because you got Miles Turner shooting threes.
That's what I'm saying.
But my only thing is like, is anybody really on the Pacers like a downhill threat? Like it's not like Anthony Edwards coming downhill. I don't see anybody that's really like I'm saying, okay, go beat Jarrett.
it's not about a downhill threat. It's about getting in the paint and then they do a good job of kicking the ball out for threes.
For Miles, you're saying. But my point is,
Miles, for any of them. Like,
All five of them
all
can shoot
those guys can get
Yeah,
in
they
the
can
paint
shoot.
and they do a great job at kicking it out to guys for shots. And that's what they was doing last night. Everybody was getting down in the paint and they was kicking. Everybody was making the right play. And if any other players like that, they're dangerous.
so my point, what I'm asking you guys is like, does Cleveland just make the adjustment that the person in the paint just sits there and it's like, okay, we're not going to come everybody help. Just you have to go beat Evan or Jarrett, that person that's going downhill. That's what I'm asking. Like
you
you
can't-
send them.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's like Charlie just said, everybody can shoot, so it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to kind of just sit in the paint when you got Miles Turner that can shoot the three. You got Pascal Siakam that can shoot the three. Everybody can shoot the three, so it's kind of hard to just leave them guys open.
Their 4s and 5s are shooters, man.
Yeah.
Indiana has 1 through 5. Anyone can go for 30.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they're
scary.
so dangerous.
That makes them scary. Clearly, that's why I think
That's why it's a bad matchup. It's a
took the
good
first
matchup for Boston because Boston has the same thing.
But on the flip side though, like
I'm gonna say
Evan can be on the perimeter though, right?
He
It's
can.
just not Jarrett, right?
Just Jared.
Jared Allen cannot be.
So you got to play without Jarrett.
You gotta play small.
but the things that he's been talking about, that's what I was gonna ask. At some point, do you really think in the playoffs that RC's in better position to out-coach Kenny Atkinson?
Yeah.
That's what I was getting
Well,
to.
RC is more experienced
That's
than
what
Kenny.
More
that's what I'm
experience,
saying.
got a
He's-
chip.
like,
Yeah,
we
he's
talking
more
about
experienced than
he's up
Kenny.
for Coach of the Year, but we talking about Rick Carlisle, who,
Yeah, Rick
who has
Carlisle.
one of the most impressive rings we've seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rick
fucks
Carlisle
with
is a
RC.
bona fide coach. So like, Rick gonna make changes. Rick gonna make. Yeah,
That's why,
yeah, love Rick, man. Rick is a
He'll
great
make the
coach.
adjustments. He'll make some adjustments. He's well seasoned. He's been there before. He got a chip under. He got the resume, man.
Do you
And
think
he
that-
got the players.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He
he
normally
got the
don't have the
motherfucking
players.
players.
Oh, he got the
He
players.
normally don't have the players.
And
I'm
he got
saying
the
now
players.
you have a team who can play. They play a certain way, but it's not just the starters. They got some people on that bench that can go. They can go to work too.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
still got
Mathurin?
Mathurin, yes, I'm saying. You still got him. He can go get a bucket too.
Yeah, Toppin playing well, shooting the ball, ducking in when they got a smaller guy on him.
McConnell, wasn't it? McConnell?
Yeah,
Oh, the
little
point guard,
TJ
yeah.
McConnell. Yeah,
He
like,
can be a pest.
Yeah, that's what
He
I'm
can
saying.
be a pest.
Like,
YN?
Come on, bro. That nigga went to Arizona, bro.
I had to turn my head.
My fault. I used it wrong? My fault. I just
That is-
learned
that
what a
is-
YN
that-
was.
hey, that is an affluent white man.
Okay, my fault. My fault. My bad.
That is an affluent white man. So, why?
He said, "Why yeah,
I
though?"
used it in the wrong
Oh,
context.
bro.
My bad.
Oh, bro,
It
that was
happens.
funny as fuck. But no, that's why I wanted to say. That's why I wanted to say that because I think Rick might actually have the coaching advantage, even though we talking about Kenny Atkinson being the coach of the year.
Yeah.
I think he has more to play with because basically we've already seen that they can make Cleveland play their way.
Yeah.
Cleveland likes to run, but they can't run against a team that's best at running.
Yeah.
And I think Cleveland has to make some more adjustments than they will have to.
Indiana's just a well-balanced, solid team, bro. And they proved it last night. Hopefully, we'll see what happens, how Cleveland responds.
Real quick, who you think is going to be the better player this series? Therese Haliburton or Donovan Mitchell?
Who is the better player? Not in the series. Who's the better player?
No, Don Mitchell.
Don Mitchell's a better player.
Better player, yeah.
If Don steps up, which he had his moment last night, but he needs
He
some
had
help.
30. He had 30 something.
That's what I said. He needs his help. He needs some help.
But
Haliburton has help. They're a well balanced scoring team. He got a
shit.
lot from a lot of guys.
Cleveland got help. They all season he's had help.
They ain't doing it. They ain't help now.
He need help now.
They
He
ain't
need help now. Like Ty Jerome, those guys that was playing well all season, needs
Ty
to
Jerome
step up.
Taj Ron had 20
He had
something.
20. That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he had help.
So who was the problem last night?
Struce didn't play well, and you don't have Garland.
You don't have Garland.
You don't have Garland.
That helps. They need him.
It's not like J.A. go out there and get you 30. He had a typical J.A. game. You know
But
what I'm saying? Like,
even with getting Garland back, he's not 100.
nigga, that's why they might be in trouble.
Yeah, he's not 100.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
If
that's
he
what I'm
can't
saying.
move the way he want to
'Cause-
and be shifty like he is off that turf toe, he might be in some trouble.
Ice that motherfucking turf toe
'cause
when
I'm
you
a-
go
I'm a-
out there,
He said,
man.
ice that turf
Whenever-
toe.
so
Put
I'm
a
a-
shot.
I'm a
Hit
pivot.
a shot when
I'm
you
a
can't
pivot.
feel it.
Evan had 20,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. He had help.
but Don went 1 for 11 with 3, and he missed 3 free throws, and Don was like 85 from the line. Don had 30, but it wasn't efficient.
It wasn't.
It wasn't efficient 30.
So this is what I'm gonna say though. We're gonna transition to the Knicks in Detroit because I want to make a point about Therese Haliburton in a minute. What did we learn from this Knicks Detroit series? From both teams.
That Detroit is back,
Yeah, Detroit is back. Thompson.
and Jalen Brunson is a bona fide killer.
And like I told y'all boys, clutch player of the year.
And this series determined that Knicks about to get swept. They're about to get fucking swept. That's what this shit series told me.
Ray trying to hold his laugh.
That's what this series told me.
You don't think Jalen can get you one?
They'll get one.
He gave you one.
I'm telling you.
Maybe.
I'm telling you, Boston always give up one. They go well.
That's why.
They always give up
Boston
one game,
always-
bro.
because of Boston, not because of what New York does.
Hold
It's
up.
because of what Boston does.
Hold up.
They're always gonna give you one.
Cat, Jalen, and Mikal can't get you one game in a series.
I said one.
No,
Just
even
one.
no. He's saying you guys saying Boston's gonna lose you. We talking about purely on the Knicks. Those three plus OG can't get you one.
No, not against the Boston team.
What you got against my Knicks, dog?
But you see, time out. They are
you from New
clearly New York.
you from New York.
Clearly New York was the better team. They went to 7 with the Detroit Pistons, not taking nothing away from Detroit. But you comparing Detroit to Boston? What?
They're up by 7 with 2 minutes left.
Every game that New York had was a fight.
Yeah.
It could have went the other way.
Bro, and so this
Boston's gonna annihilate this team, bro.
I'm gonna say
They
this
didn't
too.
annihilate Orlando. Orlando's not that good. Look at this.
Oh my God.
That was mean.
All I'm gonna say this, right? Well, one, Orlando plays
garbage.
much better defense.
Come on,
than the
Beasley, you
Knicks.
got an open shot.
Hold up.
Orlando plays much better defense.
But hold
they
on,
just
hold
can't
on.
score.
But the thing is that they didn't annihilate Orlando, bro. How we gonna say they're gonna annihilate the Knicks?
Because they play to the level of their competition. That's number one, right? It's like the Orlando Magic. We're going to cook these dudes. Boston's going to lose one game. Cool. Boston, well, exactly. Have they even won a game against Boston
So
in the
also
regular season?
remember,
It was 4-0?
the Knicks. Remember the Knicks.
Come on.
The Knicks did not win a game against the top 3 teams in the NBA this year. That's a
Another
fact.
stat.
That's a fact.
You love stats, Hong, right?
They did not win.
That's a stat right there.
Hold on, remember, you don't want to send me that stat.
I promise you.
I hear you guys.
They don't beat the
The
good
Knicks?
teams.
Get one in the playoffs and you give Tibbs time to prepare.
Tibbs?
He don't make adjustments in the game, but everybody says he'll give you a book and he's super prepared, bro.
He is.
That book, you could give him all types of
But look,
books.
like I always say, like Mike
you
Tyson
give him all
always
the
says.
fucking books in the world. They ain't going to fucking beat the Boston Celtics.
Like
You
Mike
kidding me?
Tyson says, niggas
Everybody
always got a
says-
game plan until you get socked in the
You
fucking
don't.
mouth.
Until you get
And that's
socked
the
in the
issue. That's
mouth.
why he don't have a championship right there.
Yeah, I don't even know why we're spending another minute on this series.
Oh,
So
man.
look.
Why you doing my New York Knicks
So
like
look,
that?
bro.
this is why I want to
They
say
went
this.
to 7 with the Detroit Pistons. No disrespect to
They
Detroit.
didn't go to 7. Went 6.
Oh, the 6, my fault. They went to 6 with the Detroit with no disrespect.
I'm gonna say this though.
But Boston? 3-1?
Sorry, no, it's 4-0. You're right.
You know, I said, no,
4-0
they didn't win
regular
a
season.
game.
What are we talking
They didn't
about?
win a game, bro.
Do you really want me to spend another sentence on this
This ain't
right
no
now?
rivalry.
And I guarantee this ain't no rivalry, and I guarantee it was like blowouts. It wasn't
Yo,
even a close game.
Jalen Brunson can get you
30
one, bro.
pieces.
Yeah, they got almost.
Jalen Brunson can get you one. Kurt's capping, bro. They had 130 piece, bro. 120 piece, and then there's-
130 piece, 120 piece. Come on,
Hey,
man.
they served it like chicken.
Yo, but what happens if they got away at the end? Come on, guys. Y'all don't think Jalen can get you one?
We
No.
just said they'll get one.
I said
just
no because of Boston.
Yes,
though.
that's my point.
Not because of
No,
New
no, I'm
York.
trying to make it better.
Cam, no, Cam,
It's
that's
because of
different.
Boston.
He's
He's
saying
saying
that
that.
Boston
I'm
will
not
give
saying
one.
that.
I'm talking about
Boston's
Jalen
gonna
Brunson.
give up
saying,
one.
Ray, hang on, let me
Because
agree
that's
with
what
that.
Boston
We just
does.
said Jalen Brunson's like a top 10 player in the league. He
That's
can't
what
get you
he
one.
is saying.
man.
That's
He
what
is
he's
not
saying.
gonna
Y'all
give
don't
you-
disrespect
Nope.
JB like
Hey,
that?
what did New York do to you, man?
They ain't do nothing to me. I love New York. I'm from New York.
I know that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm
Where
from
you
New
going
York.
so
I
hard?
just
No,
I
no,
just
no.
saw this
No,
series
hold on,
with
hold
the
on.
Detroit
He is
Pistons.
going so hard. You ain't
I
gonna get
just
to
saw
New York.
I'm
what
about to
they
put Charlie
did
on
with the
blast.
Detroit Pistons.
I'm about to put Charlie on blast. You're a Rangers fan, not a Yankees fan. You're from New York. You're a Pacers fan, not a Knicks fan. You're not from New York, bro. Why are you lying for?
I'm a Giants fan.
Are
I'm
you?
a New York Rangers fan.
You a Texas Rangers fan? Oh, you talking about the hockey team?
I'm
Talking
talking
about the
about
hockey
Hockey
team.
team.
You don't watch hockey. Who you lying to, bro?
Yeah, he just.
Hey, shout out
New
the
York
Star.
Rangers.
Shout out the Dallas
New
Stars,
York
my nigga.
Rangers.
You ain't even got a jersey.
I love New York. I do got a New York jersey. I'm not damn wear it though.
You ain't gonna wear the New York
Shout
jersey?
out the Dallas Stars, though. Best team in
My
Dallas
New
right
York
now.
Jersey, man. I'm
Best
gonna
team
get
in
me a
Dallas right
Jalen
now.
Brunson jersey and wear it.
Go ahead.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be.
Oh,
It's gonna be.
watch,
It's
watch.
hey, it's gonna
Next
be.
one I'ma wear.
It's gonna be
Watch,
expired in about a week. Hey, it's gonna be
Wait,
expired.
watch what I wear. What you gonna wear?
Watch what I wear next one. You'll see.
It's
Kevin
gonna.
Garnett joint.
Nah.
Kevin Garnett Boston
You
joint.
gonna wear
or
Sam
Rondo
Castle.
joint.
I got a Boston jersey in my collection.
Oh yeah,
See which one I
Larry
pull out with.
Bird,
D. Johnson.
Let's see what I come out with. I
Larry
do got a
Bird.
Boston in the
But-
collection.
Paul
real
Pierce.
Real quick.
So hold on, my fault, Cam.
Uh-huh.
You got New York winning this series? Huh? You got New York winning this series?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. You understand? Hung, you got New York winning?
No,
gonna
but I
be-
said they can get you one,
Okay,
It's
so
gonna,
I
it's
agree
gonna
with
be
you,
a
Hom.
series.
I
bro.
agree with you, Hom.
it's gonna be a
series.
and they
They're
can.
not gonna blow my Knicks out, bro.
Bro, the fact that Charlie said that Boston's the reason they'll lose the game, not the Knicks will win you one, is insane.
I ain't gonna lie to
Jalen
you,
Brunson
though.
and Cat can win you a game.
There's
bro.
going to be at least one game where they're going to smack the crap out of them. They're going to blitz the shit out of them one game.
The Knicks are not winning no more
Because
than
Peyton
one
Pritchard
game.
going to have like a 30-point game.
You said Knicks
Watch.
ain't winning no more than one.
No more than one.
What?
Negative.
All right,
I'll be shocked if they go 6. I'll be shocked.
I'll be
go 6
stunned.
you'll be
Yo,
stunned.
if the Knicks,
They're going 6.
if they go 6, I'm gonna do the show with a fucking afro and shit because I always want to hear. But if I'll do a shit with,
I'll come full.
We'll get ready. We'll get ready to do the show.
okay,
And if
I
they
wear a
do-
clown fucking
and
outfit
I will
type
come.
shit.
I'll come full YN. I'll come with a shiesty on if that happens.
Hey, yo, by the way,
He'll
do
come
show
with a
with shiesty.
shiesty on.
Just-
I'll come with a fro on.
Yeah.
just so everybody knows in
If
the
New
chat,
York-
just so everybody knows, Charlie picked the Clippers to make it out the West. Dropping the mic.
Damn, bro, why you gonna
He on
bring
your
that
ass.
up?
He on your ass.
You did pick
Why
that.
you gonna bring that up?
You
I did
did
pick
pick that.
I did pick the Clippers. I did. They fucking James Harden.
James Harden.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Hey.
Now I'm picking Minnesota
So
and Boston.
boom, right? We can't end the show without this. Did Cade really come up and impress the world?
Yes.
Yes. Young
Yes.
fella.
And so I said yes at first, right? I said yes at first.
I don't care what stat you about to say.
It's
I
not
don't
a-
care what
it's
you.
not a stat.
if
It's not even a stat.
If you look at the game and you look at basketball,
Cade is the real
that man
deal.
hit shots when he needed to. He made plays when he needed to.
He is the
And he's
real
still young.
deal.
He's a real deal.
So boom, right? Boom, right? I hear that. 'Cause that was my argument when Hong presented me this.
I don't care what Holmes talking about.
Hey,
But go
hey,
ahead.
Right? Y'all funny. as shit. So he averaged about his season average in the playoffs, which was
Okay.
about 25, 7, 8. That's what he averaged,
All
right?
right.
And the game that he took over in the fourth, which is the second game, was the game they won. I was like, oh, he can go get that. He can go get that bucket anytime. He kind of really didn't do that the rest of the series at the end of the games, and that's kind of why they lost some of them games. To me, like when we compare him to other young players like Ant, his first playoff series had a coming out party because he was going out and getting those games. You can compare him, or not even compare him to Luka. When that first Clipper series when they lost, he was going out and getting them games. Like Luka can pass, but when it was time to go get a bucket at the end of the game, you knew he was getting a bucket. It was times at the end of the game where I felt like Cade could have went more. And a good comparison to that is Tyrese Haliburton. We was talking about Tyrese Haliburton. He's a pass first point guard. But at the end of the game, when it was time to go close out a game, what was he doing?
Going to
He's
get
going to go get that shit. And I think that's what I was looking for Cade to do in a couple more of these games.
I understand that.
I think it's
his first
ride,
time.
and he made the right plays.
He
though.
did. That's what I was
what I'm
saying.
saying?
That's what I'm saying. You know, but
You saying he was too passive, but give him time,
No, no,
bro.
no.
Tyrese Haliburton has been in this situation a few times.
I'm not saying he didn't play great. I'm just saying for it to be a real coming out party, I expected some more moments. Like
Nah, man, you don't put that much. Don't put that much pressure on him. He took the New York
He did
Knicks.
show up better
He
than
took
Jalen
his
Green.
team, and his team took the New York Knicks to Game 6.
Hey, for a guy that
Everybody
everybody's
thought they was gonna get swept.
everybody's putting as one of the next elite young
I never thought
players,
that. I said
Anthony
they were
Edwards and them had bigger coming out parties. That was my only point.
yeah,
That's all my only point.
yeah. No one's saying like 20,
He's a YN.
25. Who?
Hung.
So what?
Yo, put it on the chat. It's
Hong
He's not it. Hong isn't an end.
Oh, he over 30? Oh, dang.
Hong is like 32.
How
Bro.
like he about,
you
about,
31, 32?
how like he about 18?
Yo, how you gonna just say I look like 18 because I'm short, bro?
You look young. I
I
ain't
ain't
talking
gonna
about
lie,
because
it's
you
a
short.
facial
It got to
hair.
do with you
Did we
short.
determine
I ain't gonna lie,
I know some
5'5" or
dudes who
5'6",
short who look like they about
5'7"?
62.
That's it. Like Hong, some days I do look older than you.
Anyways,
But
The thing I'll present to the chat is I think Cade had a great series, but I didn't feel like he dominated and he took over a game. I felt like he played the game really
Besides
well.
game 2.
Other than game 2.
He
took
gave
over.
New York hell though.
He gave New York hell, but like the coming out party is like, you know,
OG and fucking Mikal Bridges guarding you the whole game. Shit.
and I'm not saying that. I was just saying like, you know,
Shit, Luka had Kawhi guarding his
LeBron
ass.
in
He
his
still
first
getting him
playoff
40?
series. LeBron in his first playoff
That's what I'm
series.
saying. We talk about people who
Can't
came
compare him
out.
to fucking
No, I'm just
surprise.
but Anthony Edwards, he had massive moments when they played against the Memphis Grizzlies.
Man,
That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is this.
young fella gonna be all right, man.
Oh, no,
He
no
gonna
one
be
is
more than
no
all
one
right.
is saying that.
JT came out and had a
And went
coming
band
out
for
party
band with
too.
LeBron.
He did go.
That's my
back.
whole
That's what
point.
I'm saying, like,
I'm not
banged
trying to
on
say
the
Cade
saying-
is bad.
No
I'm
one
just
said
saying
he didn't play fantastic. I'm just saying he played like Cade Cunningham, like how he did in the regular season. I just thought he won't maybe go to a different level in the playoffs.
That's all we meant by
That's all
coming
I
out
was
party.
saying.
He didn't take it to the next level.
He will next year. Just relax.
Yeah,
but he still has his coming
it's
out
just
party.
it's just an observation.
I know.
He's a good player, bro. He's a very good
No
player.
one's. I'm not taking anything away from
And he's
Cade.
gonna get better from this.
Cade is phenomenal.
Hey
He-
man, don't let Han get in your head no more, man.
he was right.
I wouldn't
I
go
don't
that
know about
far.
that.
Well, you know,
I think Ant
don't know
will be in
about
the
that.
MVP
That far,
conversation.
Kurt.
No. And I think Ant might be in the MVP conversation.
if Detroit finish top 3, yeah, it depends on the season.
Like I
you
said,
got.
I think Ant will be in the MVP conversation next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
should have been this year.
real quick before we end the show, let's talk about Pops real quick. Just give him his flowers.
Who?
Legend.
Pops. Greg Popovich.
GOAT. Legend.
You know what I'm saying? You know, if you don't know the Spurs, well, he stepped down as the coach and is going to become the full-time president, I believe. Mm-hmm. Which
Gotta have
ends-
that. Gotta
ends-
have that mastermind around
yeah.
the game, man.
ends a fantastic era in the Spurs dynasties, you know, their history. He won 5 championships over what, like 25, 26 seasons? Maybe more than that, maybe like 30 seasons. Has a insane coaching tree. If you don't know, let me read them off.
He got some names.
He got an insane coaching tree. Like it's not. I wouldn't say it's up there with Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick's the fucking most insane coach I've ever seen. But you know, you got Budenholzer, you got Mike Brown, you got Brett Brown, you got Becky Hammond, you got Ime, you got Sean Marks as the GM.
Jock Vaughn's up.
You know what I'm saying? You got Jackie Vaughn.
Jock Vaughn.
Yeah. Speaks for
Man,
itself.
he's the GOAT.
You think he's the GOAT of his era? GOAT coach of his era?
No question.
No question.
Yep.
Yeah.
Most wins all time.
I was going to say, y'all forgetting Phil Jackson in the same era.
Over Phil?
Phil Jackson coached in the same era.
Yeah.
Phil had that one player.
He had 2. He did with the Lakers. He had a back-to-back with the Lakers twice. And
He did.
with Michael.
He did.
We ain't going
He sure did.
In the
I'm
second
not
one,
gonna
2 3-peats.
listen. I'm not gonna disrespect what Phil did.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean,
hell.
Phil is definitely.
Phil has 3 3-peats and 1 repeat.
Phil Jackson has 11 rings, by the way.
He has 3 3-peats and 1 repeat. What are we doing?
I just asked a question.
Is that the same era though?
They were the same era.
Nah.
The late,
He did
the
it
late.
first in the late
During
80s.
no, hold on, time out. Y'all tripping. Kobe Bryant was during the Spurs dynasty era when
Hold
Pop was
up.
at his
He's
prime.
right. He's
Hey,
right.
let's
Phil
talk
was at
about,
his prime.
But you gotta understand.
Phil was in his second prime. Phil was in his
That's what
second
I
prime.
said.
during
That's
that
why-
time.
apologize.
But that's why I said
I
that though. He
apologize.
was in his second prime. Phil really got his flowers from Chicago. Like, yeah,
He
got
had
him
5
from-
rings with the
granted,
Lakers.
he got
He
more
got him
later
from the
on.
Lakers too now.
No, he did.
If
he did. I'm not discrediting
even if he
that.
didn't have the 6 with the Bulls, he had 5 with the Lakers in the same time period as that.
All right, man. Phil
feel
the
what I'm
goat.
saying?
Phil the goat.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Phil is the GOAT.
Phil is the
he
guy.
has double the rings of Pop.
Phil's the
Pop
goat.
is Pops.
And
Pop got 5.
if
Phil
you
got
wanna-
11.
Phil is like Phil and Pop is like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
And Tom
But
Brady,
this is the
and
difference.
And Tom Brady
This
is
is
a
the difference.
distinctive GOAT too.
Phil always had the best player in the world on this team.
Kobe wasn't the best player in the world.
Who?
Shaq wasn't? Okay,
Hold up,
Kobe
hold
wasn't?
Time out. Did we
During
not
that
talk about
time. During that
this? Did we
time.
talk about? Do we not it overlapped because Kobe overlapped with other players.
What other players?
First of all, let me stop.
Hold up. I think Kobe was the top player in 2000, like 2007 to 2010.
Yeah,
Kobe's the
I
best
know
player.
he had
Me
like
and
a
Charlie,
extent.
Charlie,
Yes.
when we came in the league, who was
Kobe was the best player.
But look,
81.
and
Y'all
so
got to
look,
fucking
let me say
remind me
something.
again.
Let me say something because y'all finna agree what I'm finna say. When they won the rings, was Kobe the best player in the league?
No, but Shaq
In
was.
2009 and 2010,
No,
was
but
Kobe
Shaq
Bryant the
was.
best player
Yes,
No.
he
in the
was.
world?
Yes, he was. That LeBron's year was probably right after that. Kobe was the best player from 08 to 2010. A lot of people say that.
100%.
No, I think he was the best player from like
04. No, 07 to 2010.
So it goes back to my point. Pop never had the best player.
Tim Duncan is right there with Kobe in those times. Tim Duncan
was never the best player.
I mean, I would argue that Tim Duncan was the best player in the world with Kobe in those 2007, 2010 times. I would argue that. That's what I'm saying. It's an argument.
That's what I'm saying.
Tim Duncan was a bad boy.
That's the argument. He's right there with Kobe.
But no.
Hang on, Charlie. Hang on, let's do that. Just because he's not flashy, Tim Duncan in 2006 to 2010.
About flashy.
2006 to 2010, Tim Duncan was right there with Kobe as the best player in the world. I was gonna say that.
But was he ahead of Kobe?
But was Kobe ahead of him then?
Yes.
I don't know. That's my whole point.
He was.
Tim Duncan was like that.
No, Tim Duncan was like that.
No,
I'm not taking it away.
I don't know, bro.
I'm not taking that away either.
I don't know. All I'm saying is this, right? The 2 Kobe rings in 09 and 10 were very impressive. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm saying. Phil Jackson doing that, especially against that Celtics team.
All I'm gonna
Hey, but Charlie, Phil don't have a repeat. Sorry, Pop don't have a repeat.
He don't. And the chat says.
And Pop's only done it with one team.
You forgetting what the chat's saying right now. Hong and Cam are killing me today.
That's fine.
I don't really
But what's it to be said that Phil did it in 2 places?
2 wild years is killing us today.
They're killing us today, man.
How though? Everything I've said, I'm backed up with some type of stats though.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, the flip side is that Pop only did it in one place, that he controlled the environment.
You are absolutely right. Hong, I put Phil Jackson.
Pop ain't have to go nowhere else.
But I'm saying, how am I killing niggas? Like,
I'm not
Phil Jackson
putting.
got 11 rings.
We didn't say it, bro. The chat said
I know.
it.
The chat said it.
That nigga got 11 rings. The nigga got 11 rings in like 25 years. What are we talking about?
I understand what you're saying, man.
Phil Jackson is the
said
GOAT.
Phil Jackson is the GOAT.
Phil Jackson is the
But
GOAT.
we talking about the Kobe
All
debate.
I said is Phil Jackson always
The Kobe-
had the best player.
Remember how I said we were just talking about last
That's
show
what I'm
that
saying.
Kobe was the face of the league and Noah was like, he never was because other niggas was
Nah, Kobe was the face of the league.
for like a 3. We just said this last show. What are we talking about?
I wasn't here last year.
Kobe was the face of the league for those 3 years.
And I'm the one who said it. I said I was the one who said that. He faced for 3 years. I was the one who said
When he
that.
was defending face of the league, yeah. Ray,
I'm the one who said that.
Shaq was the face of the league before him, wasn't he?
At one point, yeah.
From like 2000 to 98 to like 2006, and then Kobe took it. No.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But like I said, look, that's all we have for today, folks. You guys have any?
Last question, trivia question. With Pop stepping down, who's the longest tenured coach across the major 4 leagues in America now?
Longest.
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Yep. Shout out to my guy Mike Tomlin, man.
Can't win the chip.
He will.
Did he win one?
Hey, he got one, bro.
He has. What are you talking about? He has 2.
What are you
how long
talking
ago?
about? It don't matter.
Don't matter. Shit.
How long ago?
Hey, who's your
He
football
always
team?
go. He always go. I can't say it.
Who your football team?
I would not say
The
that.
Giants?
Nope.
Who your football team?
That nigga lying, bro. You just said it like 10 minutes
That's why
ago.
you say you can't say it.
Yeah, we're gonna end it on that note.
Is Spo the most tenured NBA coach now? It's Spo, right?
It's Spo, yeah.
Shout out to Spo.
Shit. And right after him would be what? Wouldn't it? Curve, yeah, to be Curve.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But hey, is that all you guys got for today?
That's it, man. That's it.
Hey.
I killed Ray today.
Man, you killed me. About to go jump in this water.
Y'all funny as shit. Hey,
Right
but
behind you.
look, that is another show. Look, that is another show of To The Baja. Remember, like and subscribe. We will be moving there soon. And peace.
Appreciate y'all.
We
Appreciate
out.
y'all. Peace.